Pay for effort. Yeah.
There we go. I keep doing that. It's like I keep hitting all the buttons and then I'm like, I forget one.
Welcome to
That's
shared
because you have too many
experience.
buttons,
We
clearly.
aim to try.
Right? We aim to almost succeed. So anyway, welcome
Gotta set that bar
everybody.
somewhere.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to the second week of 50 Shades of Crimson. We are super excited that you all are here. And as you can see, we have a slightly different cast than we did last week because we are joined this week by three very good friends of ours from Discount Dungeons podcast. You can see that Apache 1222, our mod, has dropped their link in chat if you'd like to check them out at all at any point. But we would like to get the chance to go around, let them introduce themselves and say hello, and check in and see how everyone's doing. So let's start with DM Chris.
I am sleep deprived as always. I'm doing fine otherwise. I am Chris. I also go by S. Damons or Saint, depending on the stream. I am the DM for Discount Dungeons. I am also DMing the madness that I crammed together in 48 hours. So, have fun.
Thank you so much for doing this. This was literally Chris messaged me last week and said, so we should collaborate sometime. And I said, great, what are you doing next Wednesday? So here we are. Next, we're going to go over to, let's see, should we do Meg or Megan? I'll let you guys fight it out. All right. Megan it is.
I didn't know those.
I know.
That's fine. Hi everyone, I'm Megan. I go by Nebulous Lalokezia or Nebulous Lalo on Twitter. I play Stacy from Discount Dungeons, and I also try to do a lot of the art for Discount Dungeons. We have a merch store, it's pretty cool. I did all the art. Buy something maybe. I am very excited to join the madness that was this, as Chris, I'm sure after talking to you, Luna, messaged the group and was like, so who wants to do something next Wednesday last minute? And I'm like, why not? Build a character in 12 hours sounds great.
Sounds good.
That's oodles of time.
Right? I know, we had it easy. All we had to do was convert ours from Pathfinder to 5e. All right, Meg, we'll go to you next.
Okay, I'm Meg, also known as Pony Monster on Twitter. I am so unprepared for this, but very excited.
Show him the shirt.
Oh, okay. I'm wearing some stuff from our merch store.
Yeah!
Oh, it's so cute! I love it!
Very nice. All right, let's see. And then let's check in with our friends Manda and Katie. Manda, how are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, I'm good. I also want to show off some cool merch that I got today.
Oh.
Very
From our merch
nice.
store. Our link is, I think we have a link.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep, down below.
I didn't know. Oh,
Yeah,
we got to
it's
create
like-
the command. I forgot.
We
don't
do,
have
but
that
we do
anymore.
have a link down in the
Exclamation
about.
point, shameless plug.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so excited for this crossover. I love you guys, and I think I've been on Tales with all three of you on 2 different occasions before, so I feel this closeness with Discount Dungeons, and I'm just really excited to get to play with you guys.
Yeah, I was pretty sure Luna was trying to collect us all at one point.
Yeah.
I swear we love you. We really do. Katie, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty bitchin', you know. Nice long day at work, so I'm glad to, just be able to come here and play with my friends.
Yay!
Yay!
It'll be a great time.
We had a great view of her cat too, who was very excited to play tonight. She was passed out. Like,
Yep.
just
I think I see an ear in the corner. Is that her ear?
Yeah, you can see her. Yeah, if, like, she's right there.
I was gonna say we can see her. I think she's just
Yeah.
off camera
Ooh,
on the
just clicked
stream though.
out.
So
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
She'll make an appearance eventually, I'm sure.
Her
yes.
spirit's there.
Yeah.
So good. Well, I
Yeah.
also need to show off then if we're doing this.
I'm so annoyed.
Yes!
Like, mine is hopefully getting here in the next couple days, and then I
Yeah,
can show off mine.
I
It
know.
should. I think we were the first ones we ordered the same day that we set the store up. So, and I think you probably ordered the next day. So yours should be coming
Yeah.
really soon.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, because I got
Hopefully.
like 2 shirts and a hoodie. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I have a
Nice.
t-shirt that should be here by Friday. So I'm like, oh yeah. And yeah, chat's like, that logo's freaking boss. Our logo was done by Lot Evenstar.
It is very good.
We've mentioned
Yeah.
that a few times, but Lot Evenstar, Ty Burris, who plays over on the Dice Tyrants, is also a phenomenal artist. He actually did the overlay that we're using tonight as well. So, yeah. So, Chris, I'm
He
gonna
has my thanks.
yeah, I'm gonna turn it over to you if you would like to get this show going.
I mean, sounds fun to me. So, quick double check. Just pronounce your names one time each for me because I'm going to mess them up for Infinity, and I want to at least say I tried.
I'm Evie.
Isabeau.
Evie? Isabeau.
Shula.
Shula, okay. Oh. Evie, Shula, and Isabeau, after consuming copious amounts of alcohol, you slowly, painfully drift into a blackness and feel your minds beginning to drift, following threads of lost thought. As you fall deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole, you feel this press of new information as you begin to orientate yourself. You can see the faces of two concerned fellows as the sound of buzzing flies envelops your senses, and you find yourself not where you were, passed out on the floor, but in a cold, dark alleyway. Thick fog nestled all around you.
Guys, where are we?
I don't know, but 4.5 fingers of whiskey has never done that to me.
Are we still drunk?
I mean, we might be.
We might have achieved a new level. So I'm gonna kind of get, like, am I prone or am I...
You're standing nice and tall, just
Alright.
looking ahead, very dim streetlights muffled by the fog. You have a human with scales on their skin and a little gnome kind of just staring at you, perplexed, worried, kind of like something bizarre has just transpired.
I guess I just kind of look at him blearily, like, where are we? Who are you?
So, how you guys feeling?
I'm like doing like a body check. I'm like head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I'm like, okay, all my parts are still here. So yeah.
So as you spend these few precious moments orientating yourself, you are overwhelmed by the smell of carnal sense of death.
I cautiously approach the strangers and just kind of inspect them as I approach, see if they're like ready to throw out a dagger at us.
As you inspect them, you get the sense of familiarity, like you've known them for quite a while, actually. But it's just this hazy fog that's preventing you from drawing upon the names.
I step a little bit closer. Hi again? Where do I know you guys from?
I'm gonna take about like 2 steps back, just so I can get like a better. I'm assuming you're a lot taller than me.
You're a gnome?
Yes.
Yes, I'm a gnome.
Yeah, we're all humans.
Oh, I'm the only tiny one. Oh.
I would also take a step back and be like, y'all have known us for a while? Like right now? Do you not know us?
I kind of look at Shula and I'm like, where do you know them from? And I start like taking a step towards them as well.
I'm trying to like rack my memory and like think. Is there any kind of like check that I can do to determine this?
As you think deeply and the alcoholic haze fades, the nicknames Bo and D clearly form in your mind's eye.
Yeah, Evie's just like, I've got no idea what's going on. I don't know these people at all.
Well, obviously, I think that I'd we just can't remember totally. So I mean, how did we get here? Did you guys bring us here?
No, y'all have been here. Like, we were walking down the street looking for that guy's brother, and y'all just froze. Like, we've been here. Dee and I have been here.
I turn to Evie and Isabeau, and I'm just like, man, I don't think I'm ever drinking again.
I don't think I'm ever drinking again. I do not. I look at Bo and Dee, and I'm like, I have no idea who you are.
It's okay. It'll come back to you eventually. Right?
Dee, I don't think they were drinking. We were walking. Where was there a bar?
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Where were you all been? Apparently my friend here has also been drinking. Dee, where were you?
Oh, you know what? Just don't ask me more questions. It's fine. Everybody's fine. We're good.
Well, I guess what were we doing then? Trying to refresh my memory.
Yeah, you said something about a brother?
We were asked to look for the name that Megan remembers very distinctly. I can't. These fantasy names wreck me. Anton Perry.
Anton Perry, his brother,
Anton.
Jensen. We're looking for Jansen Perry. You know, the brother of Anton Perry.
Does this jog anything for me, finally? Does it shake any cobwebs loose?
It does, actually. You remember coming to this town after a recent splurge of vanishings and disappearance linked to an undead menace that had recently been purged in a fire that spread through a chunk of Lilymore Barrow. People have continued to go missing since that incident, and this man was in a tavern looking for someone to help him find his brother. You remember volunteering your services less than 4 hours ago.
Okay. So yeah, I turn to Shula and to Evie. I'm like, oh yeah, we need to find Anathon's brother. It was the guy in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
I just play along like, and I have a very serious concern that this alcohol that we had has absolutely destroyed my brain, and I'm like internally crying, but I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Bo's just super excited because she's like, oh yes, I remember. I get to go on an adventure now. This is fantastic.
That's how this works.
So yeah, now she's gung ho and just kind of like, all right, let's do it.
Chris, do I see the recognition on their face?
Yes, you finally notice this recognition. Some of it genuine, some of it it's kind of hard to fully notice as a few flies land on your nose and they begin to kind of crawl for it, causing you to kind of like wiggle and twitch.
Alright, well, I think we need to keep moving. These gosh darn flies. Alright. Are we all good to go? Are y'all gonna have another moment again?
I mean, I make no promises.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think I'm ready.
Yeah, we're like a little woozy, but we should be ready to go.
Alright, let's
lead
keep
the way.
walking. I want you guys all to know my character has a 9 intelligence, and the fact that I'm leading this party is actually terrifying.
This will be good.
Like, I am the one being like, are we all ready? It's just like, oh, God.
That explains why everyone has utterly ignored the dead body 5 feet from them.
Oh, there's a dead body?
I have really low perception. What can I say?
I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right.
There's a dead body over there.
I mean, you did describe like a fear of death as we're all like, y'all okay?
I tried being subtle.
No, we're all just like,
No,
hey,
you're
how's
good.
it going? You feeling alright?
I guess I'll go investigate.
You can see that this body has been dead for quite a few days. Larvae and whatnot have been rayed in the various openings and orifices. You can see clearly a bloody hole where the heart should be, and missing muscle, tendon, and skin of one of the extremities, specifically the lower leg on the right-hand side. As you're investigating, you see in the fog a small shape beginning to approach, no taller than a halfling. About 30 feet off.
You said the figure's coming toward us?
Correct.
Hey, who goes there? State your name.
Bethesda Maryborough. It's town guard. You all doing it out past curfew?
Who says there's a curfew?
Everyone. There's notices posted all around town.
I'm
Some at eye level for the human types. And as this guard goes, you can see it's a tiny female halfling, maybe about 2'8", spear double her size.
I want to roll insight on.
Sure.
I rolled
for
a
it.
13.
She is, at least as far as you can tell, not lying.
Well, when did this happen? I mean, for what reason is there a curfew now? I've had a lot to drink the last day, so you might have to refresh my memory.
She kind of levels the spear at the body that your comrade has been investigating. Those are getting more and more common, dear. I'm assuming, based on the age, it has nothing to do with the eye of you. Kind of gives that circling finger motion. It's half accusatory, half understanding.
Dee is gonna put her hands, kind of just back away from the body, like I had nothing to do with this at all.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, I don't think, we were just having a good time, just walking around. I didn't even notice it until just a second ago. You got here before we even had a chance to report it.
Yeah.
So as you're talking, you can hear the flies buzzing, growing louder, and you hear this odd scraping click, like claw on stone and wood, coming from above, beside, dampened by the thick fog that's surrounding you. It's kind of growing closer and closer in a very steady pace. This intentional droning that kind of penetrates the mind, no matter how hard you tried to push it away.
I'm gonna detect magic on the on it. Well, I'm assuming it's probably within 60 feet.
The sounds
Yes.
coming from all around? Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna detect magic on it.
So as you cast Detect Magic, opening your eyes to the weave and looking out, you see pulses all over, small and moving. The schools of necromancy, transmutation, and conjuration all pulsing strong before quickly fading in the fog, only to come back a few feet differently. The motions as your eyes try to track jittery, kind of like an insect moving and scurrying, trying to avoid the gaze of a predator.
Guys, this is not a normal fog. I turn to the guard. You're right. It's after curfew. We're doing a bad thing here. Let's not be outside.
You can see that the cold evening have reddened her cheeks a little bit. She goes, "Yeah, there's no way of knowing what's about on a night like this." And just before you turn, you see a jagged blade burst through her throat.
Oh boy.
Rude.
You hear the gurgling of blood as she chokes and begins to sputter, totally by surprise. And you hear this insectal-like gear grinding. And as the body slips forward, you see these two bulbous red eyes on this small, squat frame. Its head cocks jerkily to one side as it kind of glares at you, Sheila. And doing a quick flick with his wrist, and blood screening across the stone floor as its other arms begin to cock and move in jerky functions, jolting towards the downed guard's leg to drag her away.
Oh shoot, time to go.
Oh my gosh, I like scream and I'm like, let's leave. Let's go.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Yeah, Isabeau just gets her greatsword off her back and just stands with it ready, just in case that thing tries to get closer. She's like, nope.
Let's start backing away. I'm just
Yeah.
like slowly backing away.
Yeah, I'll back away with you, but at the same time, I pull out my bow and knock an arrow just in case.
And as you begin to back away, weapons drawn, two arms grab towards the leg and begin to drag the downed guard into the fog. As you hear the clicking, you can see red eyes glaring down from the rooftops at you. That mandible-like clicking echoing. From all around. Do you guys still take a tactical withdrawal, or do you guys just bolt at this point?
I'm still backing up. Just I've got my hands ready to, attack if necessary, but I'm backing up slowly.
I'm just sort
So
of
as you
reading.
continue to back away, the creatures fade into the fog. The dragging sound of the guard's body against stone kind of thumping away slowly as you think it's being dragged up the side of a building. You hear this thump. And you can see the eyes on the rooftops getting closer as they're beginning to pincer in around you.
Man, I am absolutely convinced now that like my brain is permanently damaged from alcohol. I'm just barely holding it together at this point. I'm terrified.
Dee, do you have a weapon?
I do, yes. I've got a short sword. And I'm gonna draw it. And maybe
Can
bolt.
I cast light on your short sword?
Yes.
Cool. I touch the blade and cast light on her short sword.
And suddenly you are all enveloped in bright light. It kind of pushes through the fog just a little bit. You can see on the roofs these four-armed, squat creatures with various faces contorted of the features of various insects and humans. Misshapen mandibles, bulging eyes, all of porcelain make, runes carved into the chest plates of pulsing evil magic as they kind of glare down, ready to pounce upon you and drag you off to a similar fate. But they retreat a little bit from the light, giving this grinding sound of gears in frustration and anger at this illumination, backing deeper into the mist to remain hidden.
So we're gonna leave, right? Probably now.
Yeah,
Probably
that would
run.
be a good idea. Well, maybe like more controlled retreat. Like let's just stay closer to Darian's little short sword there.
So, do you have a plan of where you're going to be retreating to? Or are you just running to the nearest knot of people and inhabitants?
I turn to Darian and Beauregard and ask, where would you guys like to go? I can't really remember my way around town right now.
Oh my gosh. If you gotta be kidding me, you can't remember anything?
Yeah, I'm never drinking again.
Oh my gosh. The last time I worked with a lot. Oh my god. Chris, is there any way we could have the map? The city
Sure.
map?
The one place that comes to mind immediately is the Gallows Tree Tap.
That would be the closest.
It's the closest one that you can think of.
Okay.
This part of town.
let's head back. Let's head back to the gallows.
Then-
Not the gallows that you all are probably thinking of. Lord knows what you're thinking, but let's go.
Okay, good. Not that kind.
So, as you begin your slow, steady retreat, scanning the rooftops, you can still feel the eyes upon you. You can even feel as the mist begins to cling tighter and tighter around you and the sword, this sense of ominous, eternal dread, as if the night is out to consume you. After traveling 200, 300 feet, you see this humanoid shape with eldritch runes glowing in its skin. An eye cast towards you in violet light as you hear a long moan, rasping in nature, which is greeted by a cacophonous chittering of gears and clicking. And you can hear the presence that had been chasing you kind of depart as it begins to lumber in the direction away from you. You can see a body being dragged behind it.
Oh my gosh.
Another body.
Do I recognize the body?
Give me, considering you're terrified and mind-addled, give me a history check, please.
All right. That's a 6.
Sheila is too wide-eyed with terror to draw anything other than it looked like a human-sized thing being dragged.
Isabeau got a 12.
You recognize it vaguely as someone you'd bumped into in the market, kind of just passing by kind of thing. Like, recognize the, you recognize the fact that it has a deceptively broad shoulder on a squat frame. You go, oh yeah, I saw this guy in the market. Like, earlier this morning when we had first come into town. But it's not a deep familiarity, more passing kind of like,
Okay.
oh, I recognize that silhouette kind of thing.
Okay. So yeah, I share that with the party. Just, yeah, I saw that guy earlier. Like, I don't know his name, but I saw him in the market.
I grab Evie and get like right close to her, and I'm like, is this a nightmare?
I'm pretty sure this would be a nightmare if we were sleeping. Yeah.
Are we sleeping? Did we encounter like a wizard or something and he put us to sleep? I don't understand what's happening.
That makes 2 of us. I have no idea. I don't even know where we are. What town are we in?
I don't know. It begins with an E or something. I heard them say it, but I'm just pretending at this point like I understand what's going on.
Estervon. Y'all are in Estervon.
Oh, I
Estervale.
I knew that. Estervale.
I also know that I live here.
She is Esther Vaughn from Esther Vale.
Hola, and welcome to Estervon. I'm something Spanish.
So, led by D and Bo, you, despite the constant sense of being watched, finally find the entrance door to the Gallow Tree Tap, a well-known bar for its paranormal associations. Still
God.
open. The door eagerly greets you, as does light warmth. However, it's not the usual merriment of a bar you would expect. It's more people hunkered down, knowing it's safer here in the light than it is daring the streets to go home.
I'm gonna just pull up a seat at a table and be like, okay, we need to figure this out.
Are there people in there? Like,
Yeah.
a lot?
About 20. They're pretty big 3-story tap room. See, it kind of goes down like a Hobbit hole would. So, yeah, you can see, at least on this floor, 20 people, all kind of tightly huddled together. This doesn't include the 1 or 2 waitstaff that are kind of milling about, waiting for orders, and the 1 person behind the bar.
I approach the bar, separate from everybody else, and I sit down.
You are greeted by a dwarven fellow kind of hard to determine his age, but you can see gray beginning to enter his auburn hair and beard. What can I get you, lassie?
A water, just a water, and I touched my head, like rubbing it really, really hard.
Hair of the dog. Got it. You see him pour out the thing of water, and then he pours another glass of a clear liquid.
What's this?
Hair of the dog. To help with that.
Oh, it's not alcohol, is it?
That's exactly what it is.
I see. I feel around for silver gold pieces, and I put a gold piece on the table for him.
He nods, he flips it away, puts it into a pocket. Leads you to your water and your vodka.
I have a quick question for you. Of
course.
I seem to have maybe, I don't know, drank too much, hit my head. I think I might be under the influence of a spell. I'm not really sure what's going on right now, but me and my friends have met some new friends, and I'm not really sure where I'm at and what's happening. So, where am I and what the hell is happening outside?
Well, you're at the Gallows Street Tap, lass. In Estival, which was once a lovely city. And what's going on is a nightmare. No other way to put it. Death plagues the streets at night, so I don't blame you for drinking hard. But the fact you're still walking probably means you didn't drink hard enough.
I'm not really sure that I'm actually walking. I feel like this is all just a giant nightmare. I just saw some really horrific stuff outside, and I don't even know what to say about it. I don't even know how I got here.
I'm assuming you walked.
I'm not sure at this point. I mean, I walked here, but I don't know how I got into this town. Me and my other friends don't know either.
Well, I can't really help you with that, unfortunately. It's gonna be something you figure out on your own. But, undead things stalk the mist, they say. Much prefer the space behind my bar to the roads at night.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, thanks for listening, at least. I appreciate it. And
Yes.
I turn around and go walk away.
As you depart, he gives a knowing nod, goes back to kind of just making sure all the bottles are properly inventoried, etc.
I walk over with my vodka, and I offer it to one of the 4 comrades. Would anyone like this? I got a drink for someone.
Is it hair of the dog by any chance? I feel like that might help my situation.
Here you go. I shove it to you.
She's like, oh, thank God. She just found it.
Dee, can I speak to you for a minute in private?
Sure can. So I'm gonna go over with Bo.
Smile and just like back in 1 second, gently go over to some sort of corner out of earshot and be like, we need to ditch them.
What?
Wait, Dee, I know we wanted to finish this job, but there's something weird with them. They're acting like they've never been here before. They've never talked to us. I don't want to leave them for dead, but like,
So
they keep acting like they're drunk.
So you're just leaving it at they might be drunk and not something worse, right?
I don't know. They're acting real weird. I haven't seen them be, enchanted with some spells. Did you do something?
I don't got anything like that.
And I'm not that really great with magic, and I'm a sorcerer, so like, I don't know. But they're acting weird. Just, do you have any ideas what we should do?
Well, the one won't drink alcohol, but the other one will. So we can't get them re-drunk. Right?
Get them re-drunk. That is like, what are you
Man, I don't know. Okay. So what if we did this? Just stick with them for the time being. Make sure that they're still them from yesterday. And then, I got nothing.
Cool. So, me neither. Alright, I guess we'll just sit the night out with them. Because, I mean, I don't want to leave them if they're intoxicated. Like, we can't just leave them. I think they'll die, but, like, I don't want to die. I don't like being chaperone. You know I ain't that bright, D. Jeez, I'm the responsible one. Alright. So we'll go back, take care of them.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you guys talking about over there?
Just a plan for getting out alive. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we've seemed a little confused. I don't know.
I was just a little confused. Just saying.
I don't think it was that I'm still drunk. I just think that my brain was hurt a little from drinking previously. But anyway, let's just, move on with whatever we're doing. Shula just accepts defeat.
Evie just kind of puts her arm around her and go, she's a first timer. She's never been drunk before.
It explains a lot that I've seen in taverns throughout my travels, So, I mean, I feel like it explains behavior, so.
Isabeau's just letting the vodka just slip over, just like, yes, take me, sweet lord. She's like, I'm down for whatever, let's go.
Well, what is whatever? What are we doing?
Well, you said some guy had hired us to go look for his brother.
Right, but the streets are crawling with bad things.
Well,
that does present a problem.
What kind of bad things are they? I mean,
I don't know.
Do we even know what they are? I mean, obviously we know they kill people, but
you hear murmurings like, vampires. It can't be vampires. You hear this kind of frustrated debate over what is actually stalking the town. Then what do you call that big one?
What?
I kind of turn around and, see if I can see who's talking, because I kind of be like, what did you say, man?
It's more like gossip that you can hear from all over the place. People in the same situation as you, discussing braving the streets to go home. Arguing, well, we can't, vampires are about. It can't be vampires. It doesn't match up to the last vamp we saw.
Based on the descriptions that you gave us, Chris, is there any way I can recognize what I saw? Or if I would recognize any of the rooms?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, I have a -1 Arcana. That's right, my intelligence is garbage. Oh, alright, I got a 17.
You recognize a little bit, but you can't put it exactly. You need to do a little bit more research, but it looked like a sigil of binding of some type, binding life or spirit to a shell.
Interesting.
would let the group know that. Yeah, I would say, I can't tell. I'd probably have to examine one of the creatures up close, which I know that ain't happening anytime soon. But it was some sort of binding mark or something to an empty shell. So I don't think vampires can do that. I don't know. I've never dealt with vampires. Have y'all dealt with vampires?
No, never.
Never.
Is that man, would any kind of religious background like help understand what that could be? Because I have some divine knowledge. I'm racking my brain right now.
Yeah, you can certainly roll religion.
Let's see. Oh, cool. A 1 on the die, so that's a 3. I guess I know nothing. That's the
is
alcohol.
We'll just call you Jon Snow.
Or the hit on your head, or just something.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
happens.
I'm having a rough night.
You're doing your best. You are.
Well, you start thinking, and an image or two comes to mind, but it's quickly lost in the chaos of things. Like, you have heard of undead that have bound souls, and then a throbbing headache from the alcohol you consumed in a previous parallel life pumps right back into your head and kind of disrupts your train of thought, of letting a small groan of like, oh, as that headache starts to throb at the temple.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar to me. I rub my head more.
You should have had some of the
Chris.
hair of the dog.
I don't know. I'm terrified to drink anything. Okay, maybe like tomorrow.
Chris, would we, as characters, I'm assuming, Antone's, that guy. Yeah. Nope, that guy. I'm trying. Told us where he last saw his brother, and I'm assuming that's kind of like the general vicinity that we're looking.
He last recalled seeing him, if I can pull up my map, near the Lily Moor Burrow, which was the direction you were headed. You didn't exactly make it there. His brother was a bit of a lush that wandered.
Of course he was. Of course he was. Maybe he's a vampire. So he that's where he last saw him, wandering towards that away.
It was about 3-4 days ago. He said he was going out to Lilymore for a drink with some friends. He never came back.
Okay. All right, y'all. Are we continuing on with searching?
Yeah, I'd love to help.
I mean, they didn't seem to like the light, so maybe we just need to make sure we're just torched up out there. Maybe see if that could be a good tactic for us to use.
Makes sense to me.
I mean, we can kind of poke our heads out there, see if it works, and if not, just bum rush back in here.
D, what do you think?
Sounds good to me.
I take a deep breath and I'm just like, yep, even though that fog was terrifying, I think I'm ready. I'm trying to be strong. I'm being strong.
I'm like, you got
Way
this.
to go,
Shula.
Shula.
You got this.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
No liquid courage for you. Very nice.
Yeah.
I have my deity, and she watches over me.
Way to try and psych yourself up, bud.
At least I hope she's there. I hope I'm not dead. I hope I'm not under a spell. And then I start second guessing myself again. Shit.
So it's just like eye side-eyeing you, just like.
As Shula's like double checking to make sure she's really alive. Shula, I'm really sorry,
Chris.
but I pinch her super hard on the shoulder.
Ow!
You're alive!
Yep. So I go ahead and I take my torch out of my pack and just kind of get ready to light it up as soon as we're, outside of the building.
So
Yeah.
as you go through the regime of self-psyching, alcohol consumption, the pump of the chest, here we go, you once again brave the dark streets towards Lilymore Burrow. Again, the fog clings tight to you and the light sources you conjure, even though the fire and blade of D, enlightened by sorceress magic, add a level of comfort. There's still this ever-present sense of dread. Little buzzes here, clicks there, shadows in every corner that seem to draw your eye, but ultimately are nothing. How long do you intend to search this evening for?
Give it, like another hour at least?
Yeah.
I don't know
that
what you
seems
guys
fair. Yeah, just once we get to the area that he was last spotted and give it a good hour, look over.
Can I roll a survival check to
Okay.
see if I can track it?
Sure, go for it.
Ooh,
I'm assuming you mean
assist?
the,
Nice.
That is
I
a
was like-
17 plus 3 for a 20.
Nice.
I'm going to assist even if it doesn't help.
That's okay.
But-
Oh,
16.
Well, the discount 20 is better, and Shula's own roll is quite impressive. Are you trying to track the source of the clicking sounds, the shadows that are in the corner of your eye, or the path that this mysterious halfling took?
I specifically was looking for like footprints or something like that, but
The cobblestone hides it, and with the day's travel, a lot of paths have been lost, but in the dark hour, you can find the trail of a lush or two to follow to the bars in Lilymore. After about 30-40 minutes of travel, you find yourself in the district. You can actually, in silhouette of the evening moonlight, see the charred remains of part of the district, where the fire that supposedly cleansed the vampire was lit. After, so since you're going to be spending hours searching, you can give me a group survival check.
An additional one?
Yep.
All right.
oh, natural 20 plus 3.
Nice. I got a 19.
$11 for Bo.
Okay. And with that's enough successes. You kind of wander and whatnot, following the various drunkards out that are foolishly braving the night. You see a few vanish into alleyways. I'm not really sure where they go, but you know from the size not the person you're looking for. Until you've passed where the taverns are, into a seedier part of the district. You see a slumped halfling figure against a barrel in a wall, feebly motioning towards you as if seeking aid.
Doesn't look like Bethesda, does it?
It does not look like Bethesda. This has a more masculine silhouette.
Okay. Just want to make sure we weren't going to be tricked.
Oh, we're probably gonna be tricked. I say I approach like very slowly and cautiously, just because we've already had stuff come out at us through the fog. But I kind of like look back. I'm like, y'all are coming with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy there. I don't trust him.
So as you approach, you can get a better look at it. You see that the head is slumped to one side, the jaw kind of weirdly aligned, as if a puppet on broken strings. You hear rasping in an unnatural tone, almost as if it's being ventriloquized from this downed body. And suddenly, it snaps up like on strings to this weird, jerky motion as it kind of hauls towards you, begging again for help, and then it slumps forward to the ground.
Can I tell from a distance what's wrong with him? Like if he has any visible wounds?
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. 26. Natural 20.
Woo.
Right before the body fell, you noticed a brownish rust stain towards the center of the shirt.
Like blood? Or something else? Like something worse?
You would think dried blood.
Guys, I don't think he's alive anymore.
Okay.
Oh, what gave you that impression?
I think there might be
Rumbling
some
on the ground.
there might be some animation going on. I'm not so sure we should approach him closer.
And as you kind of say those words, you can hear this clicking sound again. This grinding, jerky sound coming from all around as something begins to encircle you. Once more, that insectoid echoing everywhere. This clockwork grinding of joints.
So can I look back at the body real quick? Do
Of
I
course.
notice if there are any like similarities in the injuries between like that body and the one we originally saw in the alleyway?
Are you like actually picking the body up to investigate, or are you trying to do it from a distance?
Oh no, from a distance. Like I don't know him that well. I ain't that kind of girl. Like, could I maybe like
Roll
see some
percep-
recesses? Oh yeah, okay.
Roll perception for me.
15 plus 3 for 18.
You notice that the bloodstain style mark, it was in the exact same location as the previous victim you saw.
And is he missing any of like the tendons and stuff like you said on the other?
The clothes are too baggy.
You're covering it? Okay.
Yeah. However, with that perception check, you do notice there's these thin, reflective, like cords, like puppet strings, almost embedded in him.
So I've turned to the party. I'm like, it looks like he has almost the same kind of injuries as that body in the alleyway, and looks like there's like strings in his skin.
Oh god, I hope like a creature doesn't pop from him.
Like strings like a puppet or like
Like a puppet.
Like a
And it-
puppet.
Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, he froze.
uh-oh. We're never gonna know.
Oh
We're gonna know.
Like a puppet or like what, man?
Meg's reaction though, Meg's like, oh, the horror.
Oh no, we lost him!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
They got him, my god, they got
Oh my
him.
god!
And then a bug pops out.
Okay, well, in the interim, while we wait to find out what it is, you can see that we now have a merch command. Yay!
Woo!
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for merch. Well, that was fun.
That's
Well,
a
quick,
you know.
Meg, we have to compete. Merchandise war. Just start flashing our merchandise.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, so this, no.
There you go.
Check out Discount Dungeons merch too.
Yeah, because they're super rad.
No, absolutely. Let's promote shared experience. We're also on their platform. Go support shared experience.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yay,
is
he's back.
phenomenal. Yay!
Yay. No worries.
Now it's just Chris going help.
I'm just waiting for like the bug-like creature to pop out like all alien style.
Yeah.
Oh, chest burster.
No.
No.
Come on, Josie. Come on, good girl.
Well, while we're also getting set back up, what's everybody enjoying to drink tonight? I've got some caramel chocolate tea with some sweet cream in it because I needed a dessert drink tonight. So
That sounds so
fancy.
nice.
Very nice.
it's very tasty.
I've just got ice water for now, but then after the break, I'll switch to my coffee bourbon situation.
So,
oh, nice.
I'm currently finishing up a ginormous mug of hot chocolate, but
Ooh.
Yes.
I just recently acquired the brand new D&D cookbook that came out, Heroes Feast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have a piece of like a whole section in there that's all alcoholic beverages, shall we say. They have
That's
one
so cool.
they have one that I keep going back to reading because I just like I can't decide if I think this sounds amazing or terrifying. It's called the delayed blast fireball. And I'm like, there's like cinnamon involved and chili flakes, and I'm like, oh god, we're all
That
gonna
sounds really
die.
I really want that cookbook.
It's available
I
on
do too,
Amazon.
yeah.
It's like $21 right now, I think. So
Nice. Welcome back, Chris. I'm glad they didn't get you.
yeah, me too.
You're muted though.
But it doesn't look like he has any puppet strings, so that's a good sign.
No. Meg, you gotta check if he has puppet strings.
Don't turn around, Meg. Don't turn around.
Don't turn around.
Don't say that.
Oh gosh.
Still muted, Chris.
Still muted.
Oh. That's an ice cream. If you've ever, for Cronsberry, sorry, I was answering Cronsberry in the chat. That's an ice cream. If you've ever played or heard of the game Cook Serve Delicious, that is the mascot of one of the restaurants, Chili Bowl. And when I was at PAX this past February, the last time I've like actually seen people in real life, the developers were there for Cook Serve Delicious 3, and I told them how much I love the game and how much I play it, and they gave me that free plush, and I like cried right in front of them because I've never had anybody do something like really nice like that, like a stranger. So I was like, oh, that was so cool. So yeah, it's an ice cream. Yeah.
Like I promise, it's not on my end. I checked.
Are you still on the push to talk, Chris? Oh, I heard something. Thought I heard something.
Yeah, whatever he did there, something happened.
What's your push to talk button?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Cut it out.
Yes, I was on push to
There
talk.
you go.
Aha! We did it!
Hey, that's fine. It works. Not a
What's
big deal.
freezing me, apparently. Yay. Okay, so how bad did that fuck everything up?
Not at all.
Nope, because once you came back in, everything popped back into place, and we were having a lovely conversation about plushes and music and merchandise, and
Yeah. Hashtag shameless plug.
it was good.
I mean, that's fair. So where was I? Where did I leave off? It was something about me about to.
Is it a puppet?
Yeah.
So, as you look at the body, you see puppet strings, but it's clearly a person of flesh. It's as if the wires were forced into the muscle and bone.
Ow.
Is this
Thanks, I hate it.
Is this ringing a bell at all? Anything that... I mean, have you guys seen this before?
This is something totally new to me. I've never seen anything like this before. And we've seen some weird stuff in where we came from.
So as you have this diatribe about this puppeted corpse, it stands up yet again and kind of limbers towards you as if being walked along. And you hear that infernal clicking again and again, growing louder and louder. The grinding. And Sheila, you feel this clawed finger brush against your hair and down your armor. Almost as if it was a misjudged grab that became a grotesque caress. And D, right above you, no more than 6 inches, you see 2 red eyes and these uneven mandibles that could reach out and almost pinch you.
Can I stick the sword up and like shine the light in his face?
You certainly can.
I'll do that.
So as you do that,
Knows.
as you do that, it hisses, is what should be a hiss, but it's the grinding of gears as it kind of retreats back up the wall, and you see 4 distorted human-like arms and 2 small clawed feet. It's no taller than a halfling, maybe 2'11", as it scampers up the wood side of a residence. You can see that there's another set right above the corpse that is now walking towards the party. Strings attached to its claws that it kind of moves it in this very jerky fashion, like a puppeteer.
Oh my gosh. I prepare, if it continues to move closer, I'm preparing to, like, try to set it on fire.
Just burn it with fire.
That's totally fair.
The corpse, the thing that's caressing your back.
Oh, it's still there?
Oh, yeah, it's still
Oh my-
behind you.
I thought it was the, oh my god, I scream and just, like, lunged in the opposite direction and, like, whip around really fast.
You
face
see,
it.
no higher than your waist, these 8 glowing eyes that seem to dart independently of each other, scanning over you.
I'm scanning it.
And as you do, the party's attention drawn, you hear 2 more metallic thumps as you as you can hear it echo onto the stone and in this tight, clustered, phobic alleyway that you've stumbled into in search of this missing individual.
Uh-oh.
Did he freeze again?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was just looking at OBS and I went, wait a second, that doesn't look right.
Well, let's get, man, we are getting closed in on by, some creepy ass things.
I think we should get chat to tell us what they think is going on.
Nothing good.
Yeah,
I
bad
think they're
stuff.
just inviting
Bad
us
stuff
to,
is
like,
going on.
They're definitely inviting you guys to another pool party. They're like, "Hey, we got some drinks. You want to come out
Right?
and hang out?"
I just love how this is turning into like a really scary version of Fievel Goes West. Like, oh shit, they're puppets.
The suspense is there's a lot of suspense. Yeah, I don't like the idea of puppet strings. I think dolls and puppets are creepy, and so the idea of like things, especially like bodies having strings on them. There's like an anime that I saw once that happens, and I can't remember what it is. But if chat
it was a creepy one.
Yeah, if chat remembers, I think it might have been Inuyasha. There was like one of the villains was like a puppeter person, puppeteer. It's creepy.
Okay, hold on.
I can hear you, Chris.
Yeah, I had to turn off,
Turn off what now?
I had to turn off push to talk.
Okay.
I had to turn off push to talk because it was, no matter where I was putting it on my screen, it was seeing the sea and it was freezing everything.
Yeah, that's all right.
No worries.
Okay. So, once again, I apologize. I'm trying to create this nice tense scene and my technology hates me, of course. So, Shula has recently just jumped around and more eyes and individuals have been closing in around you. You You can see a total of 4 sets on the ground, 2 on the rooftops, 1 that puppeteer of the corpse. It's silvery threads and moving it in this very jerky and unnatural way, as if he's very unskilled in the art.
I step backwards and try to get as close to the group as possible, accidentally bumping Beauregard, and I yell out I say, don't come any closer! Don't come closer! I try to be threatening, but...
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh my. That's a 13.
It's better than I thought you'd do.
Yeah, because I rolled a 13.
There's this momentary pause as they cock, and you hear that odd angle as they head almost does like a full 360 looking at you upside down. And you can see clearly the cursed runes upon the porcelain flesh of these constructs.
Bo's letting out. Yeah, she means it. She'll mess you up. Yeah.
Very intimidating there, Beauregard.
Yeah. Beauregard's trying not to pee himself right now, so it's fine. Beauregard is regretting his life choices, and I think Shula bumping into him, like, he just lets out like this little girl. She's like,
Yeah, Isabeau kind of sees the one coming towards her and is like, not one more step. And she's gonna try and intimidate that one into stopping. So.
Make an intimidation check for me.
Yeah. Oh, swizzle sticks. 9 plus 4 for 13.
It stops and kind of does that same thing, except you hear like the arms kind of like gear and grind as they begin to re-articulate themselves into this more and less wide stance to a more narrow one, as if to put all the strength in a very tight area to grapple something.
I start kind of backing up slowly towards the rest of the group with like kind of my torch out in front of me and my other arm kind of slowly like getting closer to the hilt of my greatsword in case I need to do something with it. And I kind of like look back, I'm like, I think we need to get out of here, guys.
We could just try to take them down.
Well, if you're feeling brave,
ladies first.
I yell back, I yell again, we're serious. We will take you down, as I'm struggling to sound intimidating.
The one that was behind you kind of comes forward to try grappling you. Give me an athletics check.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Here we go.
11 minus 2 for 9.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof, that's an 18 plus 4 for a 22. So you're... So given its height, it grabs you at the knees. Give me a dexterity check, please.
Oh no! 5.
It pulls you prone and begins to kind of drag you away from the rest of the group, clicking all the while. There's his head kind of whirling and giggling in weird ways, this inhuman laugh emanating from its shrill face mask.
Oh my gosh,
Is
I'm just screaming.
Is she
and,
being
like,
dragged
crying.
in a direction that I could like run and try to tackle the thing that's grabbing her?
You can dive over her onto it if you want.
I would like to try to do that, please.
Give me an athletics check.
That is a 13 plus 4 for a 17.
Okay, you definitely get it. Do you want to drop kick it, body slam it? How are you tackling this thing?
So I sort of picture myself like literally coming like flying leap over Shula, almost like diving into it and sort of like grabbing my arm around it and sort of like body checking it to the ground.
Okay. So you, from standing still in just pure panic and adrenaline, you standing vault over this creature. So small, you actually end up kicking it before you kind of knee it to the ground, rolling to get your arm around it and pin it in place.
Yeah.
And it is knocked prone by that act, freeing Shula from its grasp. And you can feel that as it was like on your hair, even through it, you could feel these like tiny string-like hairs that were starting to pierce its way through your armor.
I'm like, and then I'm like, Shula, run!
No, I'm not gonna leave everyone behind. Let's get rid of them.
Well, it's doing the stringy thing. Get it off me.
I'm going to attack it with a spell.
Okay. What spell are you using?
I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame on
It's
it.
prone, so disadvantage on the dex save. So total of 6.
Okay, well then it does not make the save, I assume.
It does not. I'm pretty sure yours is 13 or 14.
14.
Okay,
So,
roll up your damage.
Let's see here. 6 points of radiant damage as I extend my hand out and in a fit of fear as I'm like sweating and screaming, I just let out this giant radiant flame from my hand.
And as it does, it scorches away to the eyes on its face, leaving 6 glaring at you as this panicked chitterl kind of begins clicking louder and louder and louder, and it's echoing off the stone, creating this cacophony. Okay,
I look back at my hands and I'm just like, what the hell? Because normally fire comes in, but this time it was like some radiant light, and I'm just like, I shrug it off like I've pretty much shrugged off this entire evening, so.
That's the way she goes, you know?
I think Serenray decided to change up my magic, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, as long as she saves me.
Right? I don't care what kind
Fair
of magic
enough.
you shoot.
Darren, what are you up to? As you have one that's ready to kind of like pounce on you.
How close is it to me?
It is 4 feet at most.
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, make your attack roll. Unfortunately, it's too quick and kind of dodges out of the way of your strike as your blade glitters against the stone, but you do push it further up the wall away from you. So that brings us to Isabeau.
So seeing that Shula's kind of trying to take him out now, I want to take out the one in front of me to kind of try and make sure, you know, we've got kind of an exit strategy out of here. So let me see if I'm understanding this right. So how far up above the human or halfling puppet is the creature?
About 10 feet, but there's one on the ground next to you.
Okay, then I'll take a hit at the one on the ground.
Okay. Are you
All
going
right.
reckless?
No, let's just play it cool for right now. So here we go. Swinging at the thingy-madoodle. That's a 9 plus 5 for 14.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Sweet nectar. Alright, so 13 damage.
As you notice, you clip into it, its structure actually resists the cut a great deal. You still
Well,
manage to carve off part of its porcelain plating, revealing the clockwork gears and joints beneath. So that brings us to Bo. Bo, what you doing? Our crazy girl, Bo.
I'm a man, excuse you.
Oh, man, my apologies.
I just scream like a lady from time to time.
There's no shame in
Bo
that.
is there. Thank you. Bo is panicking and firing fire bolts, just kind of at the closest one because nope, hates all of this.
Okay. So the closest one would be the one next to D.
Sounds good. Sorry, D. Hopefully hopefully I don't hit you. Do I need to roll an attack on that?
Yes, you do.
I can't remember. What is this? Actual work, rolling dice.
Whatever.
That was ass. That was absolute garbage. That's an 11.
That misses. Scaring and dodging. You hit wide, scorching stone and forcing it further up the wall, but not actually damaging it in any way. You can tell that bright things do deter these creatures. That will bring us to Evie. What you doing other than pinning this thing to the ground?
Evie has a surprising tendency to like to punch things in the face. So she's going to yeah, she was known to do it one other time and it worked surprisingly well, so she kind of likes doing it. So I think I'm just gonna go for an unarmed strike and try to punch it in the face.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 3 plus a 4 for a 7.
You punch. I mean, it's prone, so you do have advantage on it since you're grappling it.
Oh. Well, then that is a 3 plus a 4 for a 7.
So the gears and that were revealed by Sheila's holy fire. You punch that, just hitting metal, and you just feel it kind of push in on the knuckle, bending your finger back, and you just have to shake it off. That brings us back to Sheila. Not Sheila. I'm saying that name wrong. Shula.
What? Shula?
I saw. Yep.
That's okay. I thought maybe you had an accent, so I wasn't gonna correct you. You were fine. So I am going to. I kind of liked the way that new power felt. So I am going to cast Sacred Flame one more time on the creature to try to really take it down and
Okay.
I don't know, set it on fire maybe. I don't know if Radiance will, do that, but we'll see.
My rolls are garbage, so it fails again.
Yay! That is 5 points of radiant damage as I set him on fire again, kind of.
Yeah. So you reignite the holy fire in the same location, burning away more and more of the Faith's plate. You can see you're chipping away at this creature's health quite effectively, but it's still pretty hardy, physically speaking. And that brings it up to them, and they are going to, as Isabeau, you see these two creatures coming up behind you. They're going to try grappling you. Oh, I need athletics checks. That's
9 plus 5 for 14. Did you need another one?
No, that's going to be enough for both of them. So you see these things coming at your knees and just plant yourself. They kind of bounce off you and kind of chitter in surprise at the strength that you just displayed. Yvette, the one that Evie, the one that you have pinned, pulls out a spear from within itself and begins to blindly jab at you. That is a critical hit.
Oh, of course it is.
Ouchie.
Okay.
So that's 3, 7, 9.
Oh, Lord.
10, 12 points to you, Evie, as this thing manages to get you deep in the upper clavicle, pushing down with this wicked-looking spiked machete, and just kind of thrashing with you, wiggling it even deeper, serrating through your skin and muscle.
Ow. 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 Ow.
Okay, so surely, it's up to you again, Evie. You gonna try punching this thing, or are you going to let it go and stop getting stabbed?
No, I'm probably gonna let it go at that point.
Okay, that brings us to D. What you doing, D?
I am backing up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get closer to the group.
Okay. So you're going to take the dodge action then?
Yes.
Okay. Bo, what are you doing, bro?
still panicking and like screaming, "I hate this! I hate this! I hate this!" and firing more fire bolts at the nearest creature.
Okay, roll your attack.
Okay, let's see if I get something a little bit better this time. Oh, okay, there we go. 17 plus 5 is 22.
That definitely hits.
Okay, thank goodness. Because I'd have a lot of questions then if you said no. Yeah. What? Oh,
So
right.
it's a D10 worth of fire damage.
Okay. I'm like trying to remember Stacy's, and I'm like, I thought I rolled more D10s. I'm like, no, she's higher level, Megan.
Much higher.
Much higher. That's a 6.
As you hit this thing, you see it burst, the porcelain beginning to melt as if it was wax, the runes glaring hot as the fire burns true on this creature, and the damage is doubled. For a total of 12.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You stay the heck away from me.
The one that was coming for D screams in pain as much as an automaton can and climbs back into the distance, fleeing. The others take note of the person capable of wielding fire as well as Shula and begin to slowly disengage. The puppet body of the halfling drops to the ground. Only leaving the two remaining around Isabeau, trying to at least sneak away with some quarry from their trap. It's up to you, Isabeau, what you doing? You disengaging from these two creatures now that you have a clear exit path, or you sticking around to hack at them?
I'm gonna say everyone start, like, beating a retreat, and I'm just gonna whack at this one, try and keep it engaged for another second while they get away.
Okay, roll your attack.
Let's see, and... Doink. 9 plus 5 for 14,
Hits.
as is tradition. Alright, and 10 dabblage.
Okay, you hack into it again, and you can see the wounds beginning to accumulate, but it's still holding very true. Turning tact, it gives up on trying to pin the mighty human before it and pulls out a similar blade to the one used to stamp Evie and strikes at you with a natural 1. And 7 for the one behind you, both easily deflected by your sword and armor, leaving plenty of openings in their defenses for future attacks. And that is them. So, party, are you going to continue this fight or use this moment to disengage now that everything is disoriented and fleeing?
Running is fun.
I mean, we could escape. I was gonna inspect the body, but I mean, we don't have to. We can leave. It's fine.
I mean, if you want to expect...
I was gonna say Bo is feeling confident. It's just like, yeah, get back, and is like chasing, like not running far, but like, you know, as they're backing up, he's like, yeah, I can beat you. I'll cook you. So if you would like to inspect the body while Bo is like screaming into the fog, you are absolutely welcome to.
Okay, that's a good distraction. I just want to more closely, now that I feel pretty confident that this body is no longer being used as a puppet.
Puppeted.
Yeah, I would like to inspect anything on it that stands out, whether just anything.
As you inspect it, you notice through the heart, through like they're just pushing down like on the chest, there's no sign of life, and there's a hole where the heart should be. Another quick inspection reveals that the upper muscles of the left arm are completely hewn down to the bone, as if surgically removed. You can see emerald eyes and copper hair, a jawline similar to your employer's, though a few years younger.
Uh-oh. I think we found our brother. That's unfortunate.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is the person we were looking for!
Oh, no.
Why are we so bad at this? We can't find people alive.
We couldn't find somebody dead that was 5 feet from us, so...
Oh man.
Gotta bring that back up, Luna. All right, listen.
Just saying!
It's like the pink elephant in the room. Does anyone want to talk about the body in the corner? No one? Okay.
No one? Okay. Moving right along.
Nope. I I guess like I'll turn to Shula and be like, is there anything on him that we could maybe take back to Anathon that would show that it's Jensen?
I look for
Okay.
a trinket.
What was it again? Sorry.
I would say you could bring the body. That would be good proof. But
So
yeah, there
heavy.
is a halfling body. Okay.
Aren't you a barbarian? You guys are supposed to be strong.
Well, just because you can doesn't mean you have to.
I respect that. I respect that. Just because I'm really strong doesn't mean I want to carry the dead body.
Right.
I mean,
like,
you're right.
yeah, sure.
The dead
Throw
body
the
with the
dead
missing
body over me
heart.
like a freaking pack mule. Yeah.
Is there any kind of like cloth?
He just has like standard kind of common clothes. So like tunic, jerkin, pants.
I mean,
He
like
does have,
separate from
a
him.
necklace. Separate from him, like a hat, cloak, boots, or something, or
No,
from
just
the
like a sheet or something. I don't know if we're like what the context of this of like the road that we're in or whatever, but if there's like some boxes with like a tarp over it or something, I actually think that's a good idea, maybe to present the body so that he has a proper burial.
That's a smart idea.
Okay.
So yeah, you can confiscate a tarp from nearby and wrap the body in it so that
Okay.
it is shrouded.
Alright. So Isabeau takes the body and just throws it over her shoulder. It's like, fine. It's fine.
This is a thing we're doing, I guess.
Someone take my torch. In case we need to whack some of those things with it.
I'll take the torch.
So Isabeau, as you have this body upon your shoulder, you can hear this little buzzing in your ear, as if flies are psychically present around this corpse. But you see none.
Do y'all hear a bunch of flies by any freakish chance? Like, I just keep hearing a bunch of them.
I don't know, do I?
You do
I
not.
listen.
You do
No?
not currently hear flies.
Was it the vodka?
That's usually caused that.
Hmm.
But it's been an odd day, so who knows? Okay. Just kind of suck it up, and I'm like, that's just how it is today, and just start prep myself to travel back.
Okay. So, despite the consistent buzzing in your ear, Isabeau, there's no other events or frustrations on your trek back. It is a long trek out of town to the shop of your patron. So about an hour, bringing to about 1 a.m. The fog is still thick, and a sense of dread from being stalked constantly still kind of pervades the air as you reach outside of the wall.
I mean, I
Go
just kind of
ahead.
turn to the group and like, does someone want to go try and wake him up? Maybe see if there's a servant. You know, we can try and drop this guy off.
Chris.
Yes.
I have a. If I wanted to use message, would the person have to be awake? I can't remember the details of the spell. Or can I wake them up with message?
I do believe they have to be awake for that. I'm not 100% sure. It's a weird spell. I think the only stipulation is they need to be within 120 feet of you.
Are they potentially not?
But since you're at the front of Threads of Perry, he's definitely within 120 feet of you.
Okay.
As you find yourself in the center of Oak Teed Square, the lights here are dim, some of them broken.
Y'all want me to try messaging him? I'll give it a shot. See if I can wake him up without waking the whole square up.
That's probably a smart choice.
Yeah.
So Bo will wrap the copper wire around his finger and face towards the direction where I think he would be and try reaching out to Mr. Perry. Hello, Mr. Perry?
Receive a response, but about 30 seconds later, you hear locks on the door turn and unchain as you see a halfling in night dress, the sleeping cap with the little fuzzy ball, slippers, robe, sleep in his eyes, heavy, blinking as he adjusts to the dim light. What are you doing here at this hour? Is there news? You can hear a sense of hope budgeting for just a second.
There's news. We did find your brother. Unfortunately, he is not alive.
Just able to tell from your body language and the tone, you can see him. You can see the crestfall happen quite quickly as he goes. The tears kind of being fought back just from the pure exhaustion of the hour of the day. He opens the door and motions you in. Calm. We can discuss payment, proper things in the morning. And you can hear that stifled sadness. Just lay him down. He points to like a sewing table. I'll put him away somewhere less public once you've all settled down. There's rooms upstairs. He motions to the steps in his private little tailor shop.
We wanted to make sure that he had a proper burial. Something that really bothers me is messing with a body like that, and we didn't want to give anyone another opportunity to use his body the way that it was used.
You can see this hard look when you say the word used, but like he quickly steels himself, going, I appreciate your sentiment of returning the body. It'll help him move on. You can tell that he's saying that more to comfort himself than anything else.
Yeah.
After I investigated the body when we were still outside, was there any new evidence that I was able to gather that might help me understand what is causing this?
So, having looked at the body and had some time on the very long walk to Threads of Perry, you were able to see that someone had sewn the silver thread into the muscle, like hand stitched it, which would take an insane amount of skill. It was not magically accomplished. It was accomplished via mundane means.
Thanks, I hate it even more. Oh no.
My gosh, what kind of fiend could do this and would do this?
Dude that owns a thread shop.
Dark.
Yikes.
Katie Machin, everybody.
It's taking mending to a whole new level.
Oh no. Bo, Isabeau, do you want to put our friend on the table?
Yeah, that's take him up to the table, kind of just lay him down gently.
You can see that the halfling has wandered off to put on some very early morning tea. And I think that's probably a good place for us to take a bio break.
All
Is that
right.
good with everyone?
Sounds good to me.
Break
All right,
time.
so we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a little bit. So stick around. I will keep the creepy music playing, so...
I love it. It's so spoopy.
It's very spooky music.
Hey.
All right, we will see you guys when we get back. Oh, God, I did it again.
Keep
Played
that gesture.
I'm fired.
You played with your heart.
I'm so fired.
Got lost in the game.
And we're back from break with me, like, just throwing videos of people everywhere, and
Oh shit.
at least I remembered to unmute myself this time. So
True.
there's that.
Step
I
by
have that
step.
going for me. One of these days, I will get all the steps correct in the correct order. Today
Pro
is not that
streamer.
day. Prostrims, people.
Nah.
Prostrims.
Restrooms.
All right.
Fun times.
So let's dive right back in. Hope everybody had a good break. Chris, I will turn it right back over to you.
So we left off with our lovely little halfling, whose name is now escaping me because tired brain was beginning to make tea for everyone. Yes, Anathod. There we go. Anathod Perry was making some lovely tea for everyone at this late hour of 1 a.m. as you have laid out his brother's body upon his sewing table. So what is the party doing as you hear water being poured, cups and saucers being pulled down from cabinets?
I ask him if he would be interested in hearing about my findings of the body.
He gives I should like to know how he died. You can see like them trembling with the saucer a little bit. Though such things are a bit unnerving to me. I've never been good around blood.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of blood. It was kind of a weird situation, and I proceed to tell him my findings of the body, the string, the weird, obviously the heart is gone, just everything. And I ask him if this sounds like anything that he might recognize.
I mean, he's not the first. I haven't heard of the strings before, and you can hear the cracking in the voice. But the heart and the missing muscles and tissues, I think he's the 8th, maybe 9th.
Wow. So this is like happening a lot around town. We heard that there were other bodies, but is there any connection between everybody?
The best people to know that would be the guards. I know there was this rumor that one of them was related to an individual who aided in the slaying of that vicious creature of the night a month or so back. But I mean, there was so many. Everyone's lost a relative, right?
Do you think it's connected to that? To that slaying?
As he's starting to pour the tea. No, such thing is speculation and rumor at best, and there's too much of that already to add more to the confusion. The guards would have much better idea of what's common and what's not in these. We try to give the families the respect and distance they deserve during these times. But that doesn't stop rumors, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And he sips his tea. It's a nice, like, Earl Grey with a little bit of cream.
That sounds nice. I would like some of that too.
I know it does.
I say as Shula, sorry, and myself.
Like little saucer with cream, thing with sugar is placed out, and he pours a cup for you and makes the gesture offering it to everyone if you're so inclined.
Yeah, I'll take one. Just kind of pour some cream in, then take my first little sip, pinky out, you know.
And just quietly, he goes, oh. After like a minute or two of silence, he goes, oh, right. 1 minute. He puts his cup down on a little table that a lot of you have to like really bend at. It's like the kindergarten table because he's a halfling. And he comes back.
Dee's sitting comfortably at the table, though. I remember.
Yeah, Dee's quite comfortable for once. And he comes back down after a minute, and he goes with a little like coin pouch. And he goes, I know it's not much, but it's all I could afford for the effort. And he kind of pushes it onto the table. And it's to the agreed upon sum of 25 gold. Yeah, I know it's not much, and he can see the wound on Evie's clavicle, especially for the pain you likely endured on my behalf. He says very sheepishly, kind of like failing to make eye contact.
Evie, how is your wound? Is that,
It's pretty
does that need
painful.
does it would you like some attention to that now, or would you like to maybe sleep on it, and if there's any residual, I can take care of that in the morning.
I mean, we could, if we're planning on getting some rest now, then we can look at it in the morning, but it's probably going to need a little help.
Beauregard and Dee, you guys probably know the guards a little bit better than I do, than we do. Do you know anyone in particular that maybe we can talk to get more information?
Chris, would we?
Check chat.
Okay. It was too slow, and I was like trying to stall, and I'm like, come on, take faster. Yes, I do. Sergeant Mary Bitter. That would be the best one to discuss in the morning. Mr. Perry, thank you. For paying us. Asking for more money would feel wrong. We're happy that we were able to find your brother, to give you some sort of closure.
He nods and goes, "Yeah, the spare rooms are yours for the evening. You've definitely earned your stay." You hear the shaking in the voice, like he's trying to keep it together in front of company.
Yes, we're very sorry about your brother, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of this and figure out what is happening to everybody in town.
And he nods and goes, if you do not mind, I would like to excuse myself for the rest of the evening. I have to find a place for his body, so it's not just strewn about. And he kind of takes him to his arms and heads off down a long, like a short hallway to what you think would be like a cellar and a better place to store the body. Leaving you alone in basically the clothing store, a little table with saucers and tea to decompress from tonight's trauma.
That sounds good. I think we should decompress from the trauma.
Yeah.
Decompression is fun.
As long as you don't do it too quickly.
Right.
Okay.
So
Oh,
that
just true.
job went over not smoothly.
Technically, we did find his brother, so mission
Yeah.
accomplished. Yeah, it is odd though that we keep finding people without hearts and with limbs that have been stripped of all their muscle and sinew. That's not something you see every day.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
That's all I can
Why
think about.
Why they are ripping out the hearts is nope.
Do we happen to know if this is just a nighttime phenomenon, or is this something that's happening round the clock?
As of right now, as you kind of dig back into this foggy joint memory you have, it's only been something that you've been alerted to at night.
Okay, so we'll probably be safe to speak to the sergeant that you know tomorrow in the daytime and maybe figure a plan of action out before the nighttime comes and the fog rolls in.
We've already been spoken to once about being out after curfew. I don't think we should really tempt fate and do it again.
Well, it's not like she was able to go back and tell anyone. Was
Well, true, but
Oh,
True.
So
Evie
I
looks
think
at
we're starting
Isabeau
a
kind
fresh
of
slate with
side-eyed
them.
like, that was really rude.
Isabeau's
Y'all
like,
are
I've seen
not
too much
gonna
shit
be great.
today. I got nothing.
also, y'all are not gonna be drinking any more booze because I don't know what happened. Y'all were fine until halfway through tonight.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to sober up now, I guess, from like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So as the night goes by, you have time to contemplate and ask any questions you want. Delve deeper into the nuances of things you've seen. If you so desire, you can complete a long rest whenever you're ready to.
I am ready to.
Yeah.
The only thing I think of, like, the thread we saw, was it like a cloth thread or was it more like a steel wire? Like, was I able to tell?
At night, no, in the combat, but having the body there before he was taken away, being able to examine it, it was a thin steel thread, very much like piano wire.
Okay.
You.
So it's a bard that we're fighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bardomancer. Guys.
People are his instruments.
Oh, creepy.
Dun dun dun. I'm ready for a long rest so we can keep exploring the mystery.
Yep.
Yeah,
Same.
same.
Yeah,
So-
I go up to my room and I just barricade, like, any doors and windows. I'm like, nope, nothing's getting in. Over
Okay,
here.
so as you are barricading the window, you see a singular red eye and hear a click. And that's it.
What kind of click?
Like you've been hearing all night, that mandible metallic sound. And as I said, as you're barricading that window, you see one red eye glaring right back at you, Isabel. Almost like knowing.
It's time for bed, go away, and I just slam something. It's like, nope.
Gotta tuck that red eye in. Nighty night.
I was looking
Like-
at
And the
see
rest
if
did-
anything good.
So let me just maybe rescind that healing action. Can I see if it's like one of those porcelain creatures, or am I able to see if it's like a different kind? Because it only has one eye.
It's very much one of those porcelain creatures, and you can see that the one eye that was glaring at you is because the other one is caved in whole, like someone has damaged it.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess I take a look at it. I'm like one step closer, and I'll take care of that last eye for you.
I mean, the window is successfully barred. He's not coming in. It's just more that
Still just
The prey
yelling
that-
wildly at him.
And after a few minutes, it scurries away, and you can hear it kind of crawling on the roof and similar things. Since you're in a hobbit thing, it's pretty low compared to what a normal human dwelling would be.
Just say that's
On the
what I
roof.
thought, and continue barricading the window.
I'm going to say, over the course of the night, all of you do hear that clicking on stone and wood at various intervals throughout the evening, as if an ant hive or something like that was on the move. And after a somewhat irritating night of sounds, the morning does breach, the sun cresting into the sky.
Ah, it's nice to see the sun. I wasn't sure I would ever see it again.
That's fair.
I just kind
As
of.
you
Oh, sorry.
As like certain parts of the windows and other housing are open, you can see that there are clouds in the sky, but it's bright enough to warm this air and stone around you.
Well,
Okay, so what are
did
you all
you
going to be
guys
doing this
wanna-
morning?
did you, I turned to Beauregard. Did you guys want to take us to see the sergeant? I'm not sure if you know where they're at, but we can find out, I'm sure.
I have a basic idea of where I can find them and where they might be kind of patrolling the area. Are we all ready to move?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
am.
Yeah, I've woken up and put my armor on, and
Yeah,
yeah.
all that good stuff. Same.
Probably had breakfast too.
I'm gonna say there was bacon pancakes, vanilla scones with a light dusting of strawberry sugar on it.
Oh no, Chris is getting into his breakfast menu. Gosh dang it!
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know what you do.
All we've had are like
fancy
potatoes.
Yeah.
We've had like potatoes for 5 straight days or a week. I'm not sure how long it's been at this point, but I haven't. Shula is just like inhaling everything because she. I don't know.
It's
It's
not
been a long
potatoes.
time.
Yeah.
It's not potatoes.
It's not
so.
potatoes.
Yeah, it's nice crisp bacon with a hint of hickory and rose.
Oh. I look at
Sounds so
Shula.
good.
I'm like holding a piece of bacon in my hands. And I'm like, they are gonna be so jealous.
Yeah. Our other friends. I like these friends better. There's real food here. I'm okay with this reality.
I'm gonna say, if you want some good food, you should listen to episode 20 of Discount Dungeon's shameless plug. I have entire menus in that episode.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god. Chris was talking about that for weeks. He's like, I've got it.
You guys should make a cookbook.
There you go.
Chris could make his own cookbook. Yeah, absolutely. No question about it. Yeah.
That would be cool. Discount Dungeons cookbook.
Trust me, it's in the works. It's called themes, so a lot of jerky. But
A lot of jerky.
But back to things.
Yep.
So if you have filled your belly on, as you call it, real food, you go out to the morning light and you can see chaos. You see, even in this peaceful little square, consisting mainly of hobbit burrows and businesses, random streaks of blood across cobblestone and dell. You can hear parents wailing for children's. You can see broken glass and doors. You can hear cries of panic and alarm ringing throughout the town as a whole. Bells dinging in the air to signal alarms or bodies found.
I look around, I'm
We
just
might
like, I
have it.
guess we better get to the guard with a quickness then.
Yeah.
We might have trouble finding him. He might have his hands full, but let's move.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
I'm gonna move to where I think he is, Chris, and you will know where I'm talking about because you will know it. Yep, I'm gonna use that logic on you.
That's fair enough. As you are kind of forced to maneuver around a crazy city of panic and discord, you give me a survival check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 7. Real good.
Would I be able
There's
to
lots of
assist?
people.
Yes, you would be able to assist.
Assist me, help.
And what's your number?
Must not be good.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, what was your number? You said you were rolling.
It looks like a 1.
It looks like a 1.
It looks like, but it could be an 11 because there's 2 ones in there.
If I'm just having like these memories flash back to me, could I try and be like, wait, no, something's coming again, and try to navigate the town?
And this amount of chaos, there's no real gathering. You see guards coming here and there. So yeah, give me a survival check as you try to recognize faces in this hastily constructed crowd.
Okay, that's a 17 plus 3 for 20.
You recognize one of the guards, Pippin Longleaf. As you see him kind of, no, we can't have any more people this way, and you see him trying to crowd control, but it's not exactly working in the panic. People are pushing past him, around him, fleeing away from him. You hear weeping.
Okay, I go up to him and try and get his attention.
Oh, Isabeau. Oh, wow. Thank God, someone with muscle. Well, what can I help you with? I'm kind of a... And you can see like the sweat of him like trying to traffic control people in carts getting to him. What can I help you with today?
What's going on? Like, why is everyone, why is there all this drama in the streets?
100 found dead in the courtyard of Ramble Lie Castle.
Oh my. We saw some odd things last night. Was there anything special about the bodies?
They're still trying to identify them, let alone figure out the cause. We know there's been multiple stab wounds on quite a few, and he's trying to whisper, like, not to alert people. But, I don't know, it's all hands on deck, and even then we're short-staffed. We've never had this many die. Never. You can hear him fighting the panic in every word.
So I guess I turn around and I go back to my group and I try and huddle them close together to not shout it to everyone passing around us. And I'm just like, they apparently found 100 people dead in the courtyard to the Ramsbly?
Ramble Lie. A Rambler Lie.
Okay, in Rambleye Castle.
In one night?
That is the word on the street.
That's unbelievable.
Shoot,
My gosh.
that's a lot.
I say a silent prayer to Serenray, just shaking my head.
I think we need to investigate this castle. This is... I mean, I don't really want to because those things were creepy as heck, but that's a lot of people that died.
So I tell them like I'm going to go back to Pippin, see if there's like someone heading up an investigation that we can talk to when we get there, and we can tell them what we saw last night, and we can see if maybe we can help there.
Yeah.
Sergeant Merribitter will be happy to see someone with a stature help cleanse the crowd's rowdiness.
Okay. So we need to go find Mary Bitter.
So, as you travel across the city, it's about 1,000 feet to the castle. It's raised on a little bit of a hill overlooking it. You can see that it is a castle slung of stone and wood and old magic. And when you get to the courtyard, you can originally are barred until you mention the sergeant's name, and there's a little bit of a shakiness, and then like, we need the extra lens, and you're ushered through into the castle where the general populace is being kept at bay as best as they can. And you see runes painted in blood across all the walls and courtyard, bodies strewn everywhere.
And I kind of like turn to the group like, can anyone understand these runes? Out of character, what kind of check would we need? Or is it something we can understand at all?
I investigate, or I go check it, but I don't know if I can read it.
I was just reading your comment. Sorry, Amanda.
That's okay.
You guys look across on all these things. Both of you, please give me Arcana checks.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 4.
You recognize it, not in a context lacking true arcane study, but you do recognize the binding patterns to trap, and you notice many of the sigils are similar to the creatures you fought the night prior.
So I look back
However,
around.
there seems to be no pattern discernible in it, more haphazardly pasted and painted to intimidate and scare more so than actually complete a ritual.
So I just turn back around to them. I'm like, those look an awful lot like the runes that were on the creatures we fought last night.
It's definitely connected.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure those automatons are the reason why the bodies are all piled up here. Just why and who's doing it. Can I see Sergeant Mary Bitter anywhere?
Give me a perception check, because there's a lot of people and a lot of bodies.
What's my perception? Oh, +2. Oh, that's right, because my wisdom is not hot garbage. Ooh, that is a 21.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can see Mary Bitter's oddly shaped faux hawk. Very odd for a halfling to wear, but it makes
What do
him
you have
very
against
distinct.
faux hawk, Chris? What do you have against faux hawks?
Everything.
Okay, so the halfling has a faux hawk.
As you approach him, you see the blue eyes, the regalia of a sergeant of the guard, and sweat on his brow, just breathing, sighing hard. It looks like he's standing over the body of Bethesda.
Wait. Oh dear.
Sergeant,
Oh, Bo.
sir, do you have a minute to talk? I recognize you're very busy.
I can make a minute or two to spare at most.
We were out in the fog last night and we saw a lot of things.
You fared better than the others, he says, this tinge of anger in his voice, not directed at you, but at the circumstance.
Yes, I think we were very lucky. Probably a lot of dumb luck, I'm gonna say. Probably a lot of dumb luck. We saw a bunch of automaton creatures with runes, just like the ones carved in, or on the ground here. And they were definitely killing and dragging people away. And I kind of look to the group, just kind of be like, what else? Because we all saw a lot of terrible things last night. Anyone else? What else did we see?
We also saw the dead bodies that had had their hearts removed, and one limb wasn't always the same limb. Had been like stripped of muscle and sinew.
And there were wires.
Yeah. They were... One was treating it like a puppet.
You can just see the horror all on Mary Bitter's face, like the disgust at the desecration of the bodies in that way. And he goes... And as he kind of looks down, you can see the hole in Bethesda's chest where the heart should be, exposed to the air. Seems they're all linked. His voice melancholy. You can see them starting to pile the bodies up on carts, ready for transport out of the castle keep. You can see most of the work's been done. They've been working pretty hard all morning. But as you think they're about to get the last body, you see all of the carts begin to jerk and jangle as bodies begin to stand up and fall, crawling and standing, as if being dragged on wires. But you see no silken thread or iron bonds. They just all stand, eyes blank, faces utterly slack, and begin shambling towards the guards who quickly pull weapons on the dead bodies. And as they do so, the insatiable buzz of flies explodes as you can just see this host, thousands, tens of thousands, coating everyone, causing them to gag and cough. And then suddenly, after a brief few seconds, see them coalesce into the body, the runes glowing like they did the night before bursting into flies again and heading in to the crowd of innocent people below. Screams begin to buck through the air as panic ensues in mass. People coughing, choking, falling over each other, some even being trampled in terror. The guards being pressed down by the press of bodies suddenly springing on them from the transports. What
Oh
is-
god, Mr. Perry, we left that body with him.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No. Whoop. We done do a bad.
Well, he won't have to miss his brother for much longer.
Stop it.
Oh god.
Oh no, how far away are we from his house? Are we like really far?
A
Yes.
1,000 feet. Like it was
More.
Damn.
Also, I don't think we're gonna make it in time with like the giants, like mobs of people and flies. Chris, also, that's very gross and yucky, and I hate it.
Well, maybe like because it had been reanimated and then we took it down, maybe it can't be like reanimated.
Way to try and find
So
that
as you-
silver lining.
So as you postulate this, the press of the bodies continues. Many of them starting to head towards the exits. The flies return, blinding the guards, preventing their ability to stop the shambling corpses. What is the party doing as you're now once again coated in bloat flies and crawling into mouth, ear, and nose? The smell of death thick upon them, forcing everyone in the area to gag.
I'm turning to Sergeant Mary and being like, is there a back way out of here? Is there some way we can escape?
I'm casting color spray on myself. Absolutely.
It doesn't seem to have any effect on the pure monstrous numbers of flies as they come and go, and they coalesce once again in the center of the courtyard as that dead shape you saw in the night. It lets out that same raspy, chilling moan. Its runes carved into patchwork skin of different people. It almost chuckles in hard anger as the bodies in unison lurch once more, all pressing upon you, trying to crush you under the weight. I need each of you to make dexterity saving throws. As
Jesus. Rip.
Oh man.
Oh no, that actually was better than I thought it was gonna
Mine
go,
was
you know?
terrible.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Nice.
dear. So
Mine
it is
was,
wonderful knowing you all.
Mine was a whole whopping 6.
7.
God. A 9.
Did we all get
Okay.
single digits?
Yeah, I rolled a
No.
4 on the die.
No, I got 15.
Oh my.
And I have a -1 on my dexterity roll. So
What?
y'all
Yeah,
should
the
feel
sad
real
thing is-
bad.
I rolled a 4. I
I got
have a
plus
+2,
3.
but I rolled a 4.
Oh jeez.
And we're fired.
so, you, Isabeau, you managed to have the one that's coming towards you. You just put out your hand and stop it with ease. The rest of you, caught off guard, trying to spit out the rest of the flies that they can die in your mouth before coalescing back into the form. You're tackled at the knees and things like that and driven to the ground. The body's crawling up on you, and the smell of fresh decay and dried blood filling your nostrils as they kind of salival and drips down on you. Okay, starting with Isabeau. What are you doing?
So first is kind of a free action. I turn to Bo. I'm like, burn it with fire. and then I take my great sword and I try to slice through the one in front of me, so I can then. Yep.
Roll
you're
your
saying-
attack.
Yep.
Roll your attack.
Fingers crossed. Boop. 23.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Alrighty. 8 damage.
And it drops, having cleaned off part of his leg. It just sits there, flopping like a fish, gasping for air as the magic is fading from its body as it just jerks on the ground.
I just point at it and laugh, go, haha, you've been defeated, sir.
Okay.
That's it. We're done. End stream.
Definitely won this campaign.
Yay.
What are you doing as this body presses down, its mouth slackly, like gumming towards your face?
Who did you say?
Eva.
Uh,
Evie.
that's all right. I knew you meant me. So good. I am going to try very hard to shoot it with my bow. And if anybody knows anything about Evie, she's really actually quite bad with her bow.
Oh, you're prone and it's on top of you, so
Oh,
there's
that's not
definitely
gonna work.
disadvantage on
Okay, well, then I'm going to... So, Evie is also known for wearing a bunch of daggers on her belt, so I'm going to pull one of the daggers off my belt and, like, as I do, like, come across and kind of, like, stab it, like, however I can,
Okay.
so...
Roll your attack.
17 plus 4 for 21!
There we go. Woo!
You stab it right into the jugular and up towards where the spinal column is, like cracking in the neck as you do, the blade poking out the back as the body goes slump, its arm flopping, just kind of slapping you in the face before it kind of finishes jerking on the ground. You hear that moan again, but it becoming more and more of a laugh as you can hear roars of terror coming up the hill from down below.
Ooh.
Shula, you're up.
So these are undead, correct? You did say that.
Yes, they are very much corpses that have risen.
Awesome. So I
Awesome.
so you said I'm prone, correct?
Mm-hmm. There's one on top of you, kind of like clawing at you as you put your shield up to protect your face.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm terrified, but I'm feeling a little bit of strength coming from Serenre, my deity, and something inside prompts me to grab my necklace that has her symbol, her holy symbol on it, and I rip it out of my shirt, and I just, as long as it's out of the shirt, I channel my divinity, and I am going to turn undead. So every undead creature that's within 30 feet of me that can hear me as I scream, run away! They all have to make wisdom saves.
What is a zombie's wisdom?
Not high.
I rolled high, that's the problem.
Oh, then it's like -10 or something like that.
Yeah.
That sounds legit.
Right?
Seems
Definitely
reasonable.
-20. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's really high.
I like that one, yeah. I like that.
Okay, so as you channel it, the energy surges forth, crashing through the courtyard, rolling over your downed allies. It just makes it with the minuses, but you can see that the dark miasma that has infected the city and infected this site suppresses the holy might of your deity and allows them to power through the surge of radiance. But it seems enough to disrupt them as they kind of roll off you, flopping like fish, gasping for air. And once more, the rune-scarred Ankin creature bursts into flies, angry at your disruption, as he begins to flee out the courtyard. Bo, what you doing?
I am still prone, but I have less bodies on me.
You have no bodies on you, but you are prone.
Okay. I will stand up. And see that the antagonist is fleeing the scene. No, I think that would be the easiest word. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on him.
Okay.
Them.
Roll 3 attacks, please.
Yeah. I know 2 of them fail. Well, alright. Does an 11 hit it?
No.
Okay, then I have a 19, so only one of them will hit.
Okay.
The other 2 were poopy.
Roll your damage.
Okay, 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
That 10 total.
Ooh, so that doubles to 20. As it two go wide, missing your target in the panic flight, you send one troop and you hear it spear the creature as it rages angrily, almost in pain and in fear, despite its undead status, and its skin begins to char almost instantly, leaving blackened mess behind it. It bursts into flies again and flees over the walls and out of sight. And D, what are you doing?
Are there any bodies on me?
The one that was has rolled off due to the burst of radiant energy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then the antagonist is back to flies again.
Yes. But you saw him escape over the wall, essentially.
How high's the wall?
About 20 feet.
Doable.
Go D, go. Go D,
Let's
go.
go.
Go D, go. Go D, go.
Okay, I'm gonna dart off in that direction.
Okay.
What would be athletics?
Actually, since you're inside the keep, there are stairs that go up to the parapet, so there's no checks needed.
Oh, easy. Okay.
Yeah. So with your dash, you still have your action. You can dash with bonus action to get up to the very top from where you are, and you can look down and you see it is solidified about 10 feet from the wall as a undead body, and you're 20 feet above it. You still have your action. What do you want to do?
Can I jump off onto it?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna do that.
Go D, go. Go D, go.
Just
Do
draw a short sword.
do it.
Go.
Give me a acrobatics check, please.
Okay. 7 total.
Ow.
Okay.
Yes.
You managed to clear the feet, like the distance between it, so you're right above them as you're plummeting, but because you had to put yourself in such a bad position to make that jump, your attack rolls at disadvantage.
Oh no!
Come on, roll hot. Roll hotty hot potato tot.
Alright. Go with this one. Alright.
Important question, Meg. Are you using your candy corn dice? That is like absolutely crucial. It's a spooky.
Ooh.
Yes.
I am. And I got
Yes.
a 1.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
no!
Oh, okay. No.
Those are so cute.
Bad candy corn
So-
dice.
Eat them.
That would be very unhealthy.
It's tempting.
So you rolled a 1?
Yeah, that was the low roll.
You slam into the cobblestone as he just manages to jerk aside from your blade and take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so that now brings us to it. He bursts into flies once again, leaving down a side alley. You see that
Did you say his name is Ed or it?
it.
Okay, I was like, Ed? That's such a terrible villain name. I'm very sorry.
Are you kidding? That's a fantastic villain name. I'm naming all my villains Ed from now on.
There are those who call me Tim.
Just like, call me
Tim.
Ed. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you totally meant to interrupt. Don't lie.
You caught me.
So as you take stock, you notice that after the turn, all the bodies have gone quiet. Even the ones that were outside of range. They're simply jerking and seizuring on the ground in these incontrollable spasms. As backs arcs, mouths gape, arms flail, legs kick, in this very macabre dance playing out before your eyes. You see some of the guards pick themselves up, bumps on the head, bruises, some scratches here and there, none dead, but clearly all shaken.
Can Bo follow after D since Bo kind of saw D jump over the wall and is like, Let's go.
Are you going up over the wall or out through the gate?
Absolutely out through the gate. Bo is a sorcerer, not a rogue.
So, you dash off towards D. The rest of you, what are you guys doing? You following suit? You taking stock? You asking questions?
I'm probably.
I look at. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm probably just gonna follow.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm like, should we probably not split up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I start trotting after them, but at the same time I turn to like Sergeant Mary Bitters. I'm like, burn piles are a thing.
It's true.
He just kind of gives you this disheartened glare. Because, like, yes, this was totally what everyone was expecting to happen. This is totally a common occurrence everyone plans for. As you guys dart off, I need everyone to give me perception checks, please.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I rolled a sweet 5.
That's about on par with rolls tonight, not gonna lie.
No, if I've been trying to hit something, it's going great.
I got a 15.
19.
10.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
So, you guys managed to follow the first path of this creature as you pick D up from her sprained ankle from her nasty little tumble off the wall. Okay, so you guys can see it about 60 feet in front of you, shambling slowly, much slower than a living human would. Each time a person kind of comes near, a glare silences them as it kind of chuckles occasionally, scaring folks that dared to come near. And then it bursts into flies once more. Do you guys continue pursuit, or do you guys ease off?
Bo's gonna chase after it if possible.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we should go after it because the last thing we want is one getting away.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Isabel's gonna switch out her great sword for her longbow, just because like she doesn't want to bum rush it right now. Just wants to kind of see if she can maybe keep at a distance, keep an eye on it, see what's happening with it.
Yeah, longbow.
Okay. Each of you give me another round of perception checks.
That would be an 8.
4.
11.
17.
Also 11.
You
Oh,
can't
sorry.
take me anywhere.
What'd you say, Meg?
17.
Luckily, your roguish friend D keeps an eye on the slithering swarm of flies as she leads you into this small little square. You see a fountain. You see the creature in the center surrounded by 3 guards. Each of them jab at it, their blades, the spears sinking into its skin, but seeming to cause no effect to the creature. It winds up with a punch, slamming one, dropping him to the ground with barely a modicum of effort, and then a glare sends another one, screaming for the hills. A third, paralyzed in fear, as it bursts into flies once again and leaves.
What?
What's
Come back here and fight like a dead man.
It's how is it all the way gone now? Is it possible to try to take it down?
I mean, you guys can throw things at it if you want as it's about to transform.
Can I attempt to maybe attack it with Sacred Flame and
Sure.
prevent it from doing that?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it. Try to prevent it from getting away.
That is a 15. So it out of the back of its eye, it notices the sacred flame you cast at it and steps aside as it scorches the stone. It turns to face the group. I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh.
God diggity damn.
Hot double cut. 21.
That would be a 5.
Hey, I also got a 5. What? But I think I have +3 to initiative. I do.
Now I just need to get this to
9.
Makes it to a
11.
whopping 8. I'm so excited.
I'm going to eventually beat the bejesus out of something.
Yeah,
So there.
you just gotta get there. But once
No.
you get there, oh man.
It is going to be lit and turned.
Ed won't know what hit him. Jeez. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I've ruined it. Now the big bad is named Ed.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is canon now, and
Yep.
yeah.
It stands for Evil Dead.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
I mean, that is an awesome movie, so I will forgive you for all the nonsense for all the nonsense over the years.
For all the nonsense. Hush, hush, hush. You love me. It's great.
Okay, let me just get all of you set up on the map. and-
Also, Relic from Know Your Role definitely says we need some raid. I feel like, where's my magic raid?
Yeah.
What's my
Yes.
raid spray? And what's...
What's my magic period? Like, I'm like listening to this thing, like people are poking swords at it, nothing's happening. I'm like, probably not
Is
a great
there, like,
fight
a
for
zap-
me.
a zap bug light or something we can just, like, hoist up and they're all just...
One of those electric rackets.
I'm just gonna beat at it with my torch.
Yes.
If you could please, so Shula, what was your initiative?
11.
11. I need to get rid of this person because this combat tracker is all messy. Ava, what was yours?
21.
Nice. D, what is yours?
9.
9. Bo, what is yours? 8.
8.
Okay. So. Eva, you are first.
Okay.
So this is the map. You can see it, right?
I can. All right. So let's see.
So he is
That's-
60 feet in front of you.
That's the bad guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's
'Kay.
Ed.
That's Ed. I would like to shoot Ed in the head till he's dead.
You can
Again.
certainly try.
I need sleep,
Yes.
man.
I feel
Sleep
that.
is for the weak. Ah, sleep's for the
D&D
weak.
forever.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to try to shoot him with my longbow.
Okay, make your attack.
That is a 16 to hit.
You see it sink deep into his back, but it doesn't seem to cause him any pain. He seems to not notice at all.
What? What?
At the end of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
That's a 3.
This sense of dread and mortality as its purple eye glares at you. Your entire body locks in undescribable fear. You're paralyzed.
Oh, god dang it.
That's not good.
Well,
that brings us to the beast. He shambles ever forward, seeking now to engage the fools before him. And that is his turn. Actually, I need D to make a wisdom saving throw for me. As you see him walking down the street.
That's a 10.
You are frightened, but the fear is something that does not totally strip you of mobility. Okay, so Shula, you're up.
This thing is pretty creepy. I'm very scared. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And as I do, the my deity Serenre, her weapon of choice is a flaming scimitar. So that is the weapon that is going to appear before everybody. And I know that I summon it, or that on other turns I know that as my bonus action I command it, but on this it does get to act the same turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, I am going to
before you roll, Evie, you are no longer paralyzed. That sense of dread leaves you almost as quickly as it came. The DM messed up on reading things. Lucky you.
Wow. I love it when that happens.
A voice comes from on high and says, "Whoopsie doodle."
Yep. Okay. So what does this weapon look like again?
It is a giant flaming scimitar, which is the weapon of my deity Serenre from a different universe.
Okay, make your attack roll.
All right, I'm going to command it to attack. 13.
That misses, is it? The wards of various sigils around it flare, deflecting your holy weapon. It simply glares ever more angry.
As my action, I'm going to... And I just want to double check. I can cast a cantrip as an action, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame towards the creature.
It fails, but you can see that the wards flare trying to push away this bright flame. So roll your damage.
Only 2 radiant damage.
It's more
Damage is damage.
True.
D, you're up.
Okay, so it's a bit of a distance, right?
From you, he is a whopping 61 feet away.
I'm going to put away my short sword and take out my short bow.
Okay. You get one shot.
Awesome, I'll take it.
I am trying so hard not to make a Hamilton reference right now.
Does 11 hit?
No, your shot goes wide. That fear of staring at this creature kind of digs into you.
Oh no.
You're going to move at all, or you're just going to stay put behind the thicker party members?
I'm staying put.
Okay. Bo, you're up.
Bo is gonna just oldie but goodie, just cast Firebolt on this thing.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Come on, attack roll. 22.
That hits.
Excellent. All right, 1d10.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 10.
For 20, as you hit it square in the chest, his patchwork skin filled with various urgings, runic might, and rot just catch. You can see his body ignite as he starts wailing in anger. Okay. Isabeau, you're up.
Okay, so I have kind of an idea of something I'd like to do, and you just let me know if it'll work. I want to go up, right about here, and what I'd like to do is take a torch out of my pack, light it on fire, and just kind of slam it into the ground. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to take my arrow, kind of dip it. I don't know if I have some cloth or something.
Okay,
I'd like
so
to dip. I want to do a fire arrow. And
I would say very complex action this turn.
Yeah, so I think it might take a couple turns. So I'm just trying to figure out
I would say after watching the first shot, you would have started getting things ready. So it would be your Tinder would have been. It's going to be. You'll have everything set up at the end of the turn, but that is your action. That is your bonus action, your reaction. It's all focused on getting this thing set up quickly.
Okay. Can I still turn to Evie and be like, kill it with fire, kill it with fire?
Yes, that is a fair free action for the turn.
All right.
Okay, so that brings us back to the top. Evie, you're up.
Okay, so is it safe to assume that I have a fire arrow now?
There is a torch burning on the ground, yes.
I would like to dip my arrow into the fire.
Okay, and you get it nice and red hot.
And now I would like to try to shoot Ed again.
Okay. You take your, shot. Roll it.
Oh my god, that's a 9.
You're doing your best.
As you kind of go, okay, you
so
touch your finger, as you're pulling it back, you hit your finger with a superheated metal tip, winds and shoot wide. The skin's red but not burned, but was enough to send the shot into the stone as he just kind of chuckles.
That really hurt, guys.
And you see him make a quick dash towards Bo.
No, thank you.
Okay. That is its turn. As you can see it shambling quickly, angrily. The person that's done the most damage of fire, its eyes intent on vengeance. Okay, that's its turn. Shula.
I command my flaming spiritual scimitar to attempt to do a stabby stab move on the creature. See if it works this time. That's a 2 on the die, so 8. I am having terrible luck. I hate these dice.
I mean,
gotta switch them out. Put them in dice jail. Gotta put them in dice jail.
It's in D&D Beyond.
Oh, well, put it in.
I'm gonna just start rolling. I'm just gonna start rolling real dice. I got a D20 here.
Yeah, add a girl.
That's fair. As it goes wide, the ward's bursting again to deflect it. Its fist roars out towards Evie. As it makes a legendary action to punch her.
Uh-oh, legendary actions. Oh.
That is a 13 plus 6 for 19.
That's definitely gonna hit.
Okay, so I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I don't want to. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
yay!
So you take a whopping 4 points from the fist alone, but then this necrotic energy surges through you for a whopping 8 points for a total of 12. And you feel this curse about to settle into you, but your natural ranger's constitution forces it away.
Okay.
D, you're up.
Can I do an action?
Oh, right, you still have your action, I forgot.
That's okay.
My mistake.
No, you're fine. I really quickly scan my friends and to see, because I'm unsure of the extent of their injuries, I want to see if I can see if anyone needs any healing, if anyone's doing particularly bad.
I mean, Evie at the end of your turn will take a nice solid punch to the face, so that damage has not yet happened.
Okay. I think just Isabeau was the only one that took some damage earlier.
Nope, I haven't taken any damage.
D took damage when D jumped off the wall.
Yes.
It's my own fault.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, then I'm going to attempt to cast Guiding Bolts on said jerk face.
Okay, make your attack roll.
Let's see. Please not be a 2. That's better. That's an 18.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
As
So
I
that is-
attack him, that's 4d6. 10.
You can see the stitched flesh starting to swath away from the skeleton beneath, revealing old, charred, broiled skin and bone. He's looking very beaten. So now Evie gets hit in the face. D, you're up.
I'm gonna try shooting him again. I'm a little bit too far from the flaming torch,
This is
Right.
true.
but since what you said, some of his skin's more exposed, I might just try hitting him anyway.
Okay.
That's an 8.
That goes wide again.
Yeah.
And you still have a bonus action and movement if you want to reposition yourself.
I'm gonna stay for right now.
Okay.
Can
And
Meg actually stay if she's frightened?
she can't get
Can-
she can't get closer, but she can go farther away. And the frightening ended at the start of his turn, so
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
she's good.
Sorry.
So as your shot goes wide, he rallies another soggy flaming fist to hit at Isabeau for a total of 20.
I mean, I guess it hits.
Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I sure can. Let's see. Boink. Oh, golly. 8.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
Existence
SpaghettiOs.
suffering.
So you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Alrighty.
plus 4 points of necrotic damage for a total of 11. And you feel this curse sink into you as the wound begins to throb, and you cannot regain hit points until the end of his next turn.
Cool.
Bo, you're up.
Bo is very uncomfortable with how close this creature is to him. And will cast, with the last of his second level spell, cast Scorching Ray at this dude.
Okay, roll it.
Alrighty. Rolling 3 attacks. Come on, don't fail me. I would like to hit him more than once. Ooh. Alright, 2 of them hit, because I got a 23 and a 22 on that.
I'm
so,
actually sorry.
the other one.
Those miss, actually.
What? They
No,
missed?
they
Are you
hit.
serious?
They hit.
Oh my god! Listen, after we recorded like a very high level campaign, I was like, I'm like half waiting for like all the extra necrotic damage and resistances to start coming in. I'm having flashbacks like, God, no, I can't do it again.
Oh, there the eye twitch goes again. Oh dear.
All right. Okay. 2 of them. I'll just roll 1 attack at a time. So
Okay.
2d6.
Mm-hmm.
The first attack is an 8,
So double to 16.
and then the second one is a 7.
Double to 14.
So 30.
Yep. And you see him cave in on himself, burning, as he begins to turn to ash and husk. But you hear his last words. Oh, we'll burn. Like I did. As long as my heart is safe. It is kind of like a spider dying comes in around himself. His body slowly decaying into ash and dust and scattering in the wind.
Whoa! What was that thing?
I don't know, but we kicked its ass.
What did it mean about its heart being safe?
That was disconcerting.
Is it like a lich? I don't like the idea of liches.
Can I make a religion check? And I don't know if that would be correct to maybe determine what it was.
Go for it.
A 7.
Yula, no!
It said,
You're doing great.
Aiden, being a goddess of life and light, if I remember the lore's right, I apologize if I don't. You have heard of those who can bind themselves to objects to cheat death. However, how this is accomplished and how it's undone currently escapes you.
It's some messed up shit.
Agreed.
Is that Shula or is that just you?
That's Shula. She is just like accepted this horror that she's in, and she's about to just go get drunk again, and she is feeling kind of after today like maybe Serenre has abandoned her or she's stuck somewhere. She's not really sure, but she's feeling pretty sad right now.
Oh no.
Did you all notice that it said, like, everyone will burn as I did?
Oh yeah.
Like, based upon, like, my knowledge of, like, what went down here, would I be able to, like, recall who done got burned?
There were a few individuals that were harmed in the fire and a few that died, so give me a history check.
Alrighty, this should be interesting. A 7.
Can I assist her and be like,
Sure, I'll let her roll with advantage.
Advantage?
Okay.
Okay. A 14.
There we go. Yeah.
Let me pull up the lore. That is enough.
Yay!
Hey, the bow squad got him. Bow duo. Also, I've
Bow
been
squared.
wanting to make a bow squared a Bobo anime reference. Does anyone know the anime I'm talking about? Bobo. Meg does. Thank God. All
I
right,
do too. I'm just ignoring you. As you converse, trying to name all people who died, one person comes to mind to name as you've taken some time to like sit down, check records and things like that, because despite his long over, you come across a name. Harmon Dev-Edon, the doll maker, the puppeteerist, whose
no.
family burned in the fire.
Oddly
Well.
suspicious.
So, who wants to go check out the creepy doll shop?
Alright, let's go.
Let's do it.
This isn't gonna give us nightmares at all. It's-
Not at all.
We have a name for our Bardomancer. Fantastic.
I want to say, Luna, I know it's getting close. It's hitting 11 o'clock. I'm not sure when you need this stream to end.
We usually go until 11, but I mean, this is a one-shot, so I don't know how people feel about staying a little later.
I mean, it's fine for me.
I want to investigate this creepy doll shop.
All right, so there you go. We're
I
gonna
won't
keep
be able
going
to stay
until
past
we
midnight,
investigate.
so I can hang on for another hour. I got work in the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
hard stop
Are you gonna
by.
be okay, Chris?
Hard stop
What?
by no later than midnight, but we'll probably be done before then.
Probably. Okay.
Let's rock and roll.
So,
Burn everything. Just start
Medic-
Right?
We're gonna
We don't need
medicate
this
it.
town anyway.
I don't need the bad guy burning shit. I'm gonna burn it.
We're gonna do it for you.
Yeehaw!
But I am
okay.
running away to use the restroom real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Do we want to take a
So-
quick break, or do we want to keep going while she does that?
Up to you, Luna. It's your stream.
Doesn't
I'm
matter
cool
to me.
either way.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Okay.
I didn't know if anybody else
I
needed
would-
a break.
Can I take like a minute pee break?
Yeah,
Okay, sure. Let's take a quick break
we'll
then.
take a quick break
Thank
then.
you. I appreciate it. Free the pee, baby.
Free the pee.
Free the pig.
Free the pee.
So I guess the rest of us will just chat for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll put the BRB screen up, but we can just hang out and chat if you want.
Sure. I was actually not expecting you guys to take that thing down.
We're just that good. I mean, not Evie, because she sucks with a bow. It's a known fact. That's like literally her thing. She's an archer and she sucks at it.
I will also admit, like, I wasn't sure how things were gonna go, and I like, hey, Megan, you might want to take a fire spell or two. Because originally, Amanda, they told me you used a lot of fire stuff. I'm like, oh, we're covered. Sweet.
Yeah,
I know.
and then there's like no
There's no unless you're a light domain cleric, there's no fire.
Did I take light or light? Is
You
life
said you're taking life because you had the life mystery in.
Yeah.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, so I wanted to stick like strictly since I had the life mystery, I wanted to stick with life domain, and so I didn't. I just went with the spells like normal, and there's like no like good fire spells. I think in D&D Burning Hands doesn't show up till 2nd level.
Wizard.
It's wizard spell list only.
Wizard spell list.
Yeah, yeah.
Clerics do not get a fire-based spell until 5th level, so 9th level characters.
Crazy. Yeah, so that's why I was. I thought I tried to make the that one spell the sacred flame. I tried that was like my closest thing to flames. So.
Yeah, so I was like, when you didn't bring it, I'm like, because like I had built like the vulnerabilities around the fact that someone was going to be wielding fire. And I was playing on that theme. And I'm like, crap, someone needs to bring fire. Megan's like, hey, we're going to do this. Like, hey, you might want to bring a fire spell. Please bring a fire spell.
It worked out.
I really like that.
Torches everywhere.
Exactly.
I really like that Northwind Zealand chat said fighting fire with fire is a legit strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Since we're actually getting to the end that I wasn't expecting to, I'm going to spoil some lore for all of you that I wrote.
All right.
Ooh.
Once I get back to everything.
I will switch the screens back up so everybody can see. Here we are. That was a way easier break than when I have to mute everyone, so thanks. All right, so Chris is about to let us in on a secret. What's the secret? What's the lore secret?
Well, that's all for you guys to read in private. For the
Oh boy.
stream, you guys, having spent some time in the archives, figured out maybe who the individual was. You go back to the site of the Lily Moore fire. Begin searching the various wreckages of houses, buildings, schools, businesses. I need everyone to give me survival checks, please, as you search and shift through this dangerous rubble.
I got an 11.
21.
13.
18. Sorry, I keep talking over you, Meg. Did you say 13?
Yeah.
Okay. 18 for me.
And 17 for me.
Okay. So that's enough to beat the challenge. After 2 hours of searching, Isabeau, you come across a hastily covered entrance. It looks like to a cellar. It's some rocks, some things, enough that a person or creature could easily, like flies could easily fly through, but a person couldn't get through.
She just kind of sees it and goes, of course, it's in a flippin' cellar. She just turns to the party and says, guys, creepy cellar.
Of course there's a creepy cellar.
Of course.
Man, why can't they pick the attic or like the kitchen or something?
Or like the living room. At least there might be a couch in the living room.
So she
the
just,
front porch?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to come inside your house.
so she just resigns herself that she's gonna have to go down to the creepy cellar and just see if she can lift the covering off.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Oh, sure. 17.
You
Yay.
a few minutes, a little help from your friends, you get the bigger chunks out of the way and scoop out the remainder. You can see that the steps are charred and stained. You see that copperish brown stain of dry blood, along with an odorous mold growing in the various cracks of the steps, making them slick. I'm assuming you descend?
Yeah, I assume I have my torch with me that I had taken out of the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that out in front of me.
It's a new torch at this point. You spent like I said, you actually went to the archives to find all that information.
Oh, okay.
So we're talking like next morning. Like,
Oh, okay. So we went
this
there,
evening kind of thing.
Gandalfed ourselves, and I need a new torch. Okay.
Yep.
So whipped ye old new torch out, lit it up, and I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go first.
As you descend the steps in the darkness of night, the fog less thick this evening. Not even halfway down, you're ascended by this carnal stench. This reek of death is unavoidable. It permeates not just the air, but quickly seeps into clothing and your skin. It's old, dried fat, burned bodies, fresh viscera. It's appalling. As you reach the bottom of the steps, there's a small wooden door which is easily brushed open, and you see a workshop. It's quite large, bearing the furnishings of what would be reminiscent of a home in some places, though all of it's fire damaged. And along one of the walls, you see workbenches, a grotesque assembly lined out of cogs, hearts, and other organs, as well as fine artisan tools.
I kind of turn back and I'm like, guys, it's this workshop down here, and there's also a bunch of gross stuff that wouldn't normally be in a doll maker's workshop, so come down and have a look.
I hesitantly go down.
Really quick, I'm gonna ask Bo if she could cast light on my sword again.
Absolutely, tap. The magical. Also, I think Bo would actually be like, audibly say, tap. That is the incantation for light. That's very
No,
important.
it's not tap, it's clap.
Got it! Clap.
Nice.
Your gestures and syllables said, the sword bursts forth in luminescent light as you descend the steps and are assailed by the same odor that Isabeau was. It's appalling in every way. The triggering gag reflexes as you go, but constitution and training allows you to just choke most of that back.
Ick. I'm gonna look
I'm
around.
now a vegetarian for no particular reason. I just want to talk about that.
So, based upon what Isabeau learned in the archives, she's gonna start looking around for lock boxes. Like, she doesn't care about the organs in the bottles or anything.
Give me a investigation check.
I will. That is a 20.
After 20 minutes of searching with your friends and whatnot, you find a loose flagstone, which you're able to wrestle up. Give me a athletics check, Isabeau.
That is a 17.
You're able to easily pull this loose flagstone up, and it's a big stone, but it's easy to flip over. In about a 4-foot pit, you see a box that's maybe 8 inches by 8 inches. It's a pretty big lockbox.
Okay.
Smash it.
I look to D. I'm like, help.
Yeah, we have a rogue.
Is it locked?
So as you have to dip in and grab it, you are assaulted by this sense of evil and death, of anger, hatred, and vengeance. It's overwhelming. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Well, you're all dead. It's been great knowing you. 15.
While it's appalling to touch the object, there's no effect to your mind. It's just comforting to be around, knowing what has likely had to go into its creation. As you pull it out more into the light, you can see the runes carved into it match that you've seen on the skin and on the breastplates of the various creatures that have assailed the city for days.
So I just kind of take it out and I set it down on the floor, and I'm just like, what do you think, guys? Like, how do you want to handle this? Like, I'm thinking we could either try and break it open and see if there's a heart in there, working it that way, or option 2, just burn the bejesus out of the box.
As you have this light discussion, you hear this thump, thump of a beating heart in time with yours, filling your ears. The more you look at the box, the louder and louder it gets. Thump, thump.
It's getting all telltale heart.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking too.
Oh, no,
I
it's
do not like it.
false flag. It's Jumanji.
Well, we are rolling dice. You're right. My God, it's Jumanji.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, what would we do with the heart if we, took it out? What would we do with it?
Stab it.
Burn it.
Burn it.
Destroy it.
Destroy it.
Step on
I'm,
it.
I'm assuming
I mean,
if he
no, not
used
eat
that, I'm assuming if that's the thing binding him to his agreement with that dark entity he made a pact with, then getting rid of that, and thus his heart no longer being saved, would help us kind of rid ourselves of a problem.
Yeah, let's just destroy it. Let's not even take it out of the box, because something bad could happen. Let's just destroy the box.
See, that's what I was saying.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Every now
cast
and again, there's
Firebolt
that.
on the box.
Do it.
Roll an attack.
Okay, I'm attacking a box, guys. This is it. Big D&D moment. 21.
You hit. Roll your damage.
Okay. That's a 6.
You see the box heat up ever so slightly from the strike, and you hear the heart is in your ears beating faster, boom, 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 as if it's in distress. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
I upset the
That is
box.
the 5.
I made a box angry.
I can't roll double digits today. I got a 9.
That is a 14.
Ooh, 18.
9.
What did you get, Isabel?
Oh, I got a 5.
Luckily, you all pass.
Oh. Oh.
But you all feel this sickening aura, like you're almost harming yourselves. But you were able to push through it, and in that brief instant, you realize it was all in your head.
I think the heart doesn't like that. I think we should keep going.
Can anybody hit it with anything stronger?
I mean, you want me to see what happens when I hit it with my sword? I mean,
I'm going to say, you haven't opened the box yet, have you?
No.
no.
Okay. Since this is an iron lockbox, you would know that without opening it, most physical attacks probably wouldn't hurt what's inside.
Oh.
D, do you want to try picking the lock on this thing?
Yes, I very much do.
Okay.
Okay, roll it.
12.
You're almost halfway there, but this sense of just sickening dread grows to a pit in your stomach. One more try.
Yes. Nineteen.
There you go.
Settling yourself, you find the tumbler and are able to pop it open. You hear that satisfying click of a lock undone.
I open it.
You see, as you open it, the beating of the heart becomes even more audible as you just see this heart, the inside of the box covered in dark, ebony runes, pulsing purple, heart just going beating as if it is still alive, despite it having no blood, no lungs, and nothing around it.
Yep, that's creepy.
Bo screams and would like to cast Firebolt again.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Come on, don't fail me now with a beating heart right in front of my face. It's a 7.
Your fear, you shoot wide hidden lid of the box instead of the heart inside.
No, I'm sorry.
I can. I'm gonna try to attack it with Sacred Flame. See if we can get
Yeah, that might be a good
some
choice.
positive energy to, I don't know, mess it up.
So as you throw your holy fire into this box to immolate the heart, the flames wreath it and it would go high like a bonfire, but the heart still beats inside of it, unfazed, unaffected. Its dark magic immune to the radiant light.
Interesting. Huh.
Stab it with your torch. Stab it with your torch.
Yep, that's. I'm gonna stab it with my torch. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Stab it with your torch.
Now,
Okay.
how would I roll that though? Would it be an unarmed strike or?
No, you just put it into the box where the heart
Yeah.
is.
I just boop it.
Boop it with the torch.
I need you to roll a d4.
A little torch boop.
Sure thing.
Torch.
Let's see. Boop and a boop. And a boop. That's a 1.
It really was a boop.
You see the heart redden and react to the touch of the flame. It's still quite hardy. You can see that some damage has been inflicted to it. I need all of you to make wisdom saves again.
Oh gosh.
15.
Yay.
11.
15.
18.
Meanwhile, in a nearby hospital, a family grows sadder by the hour.
Oh!
Wow.
Ouch!
Get out. What's wrong with you? Get out of here.
No, chat.
That was chat.
Chat's
That
on
was
fire.
dark.
Chat, get out of here. Chat.
That's it. We're playing the rest of this game without you, chat.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god. I got an 11, by the way.
Did anyone
Chat, you're
roll
all
lower than a
fired.
10?
I rolled a 15.
15.
I think I was an 11.
Okay, so you all resist this pulse, this sense of dread and fear of the heart's owner in his moment of death, trying to creep between to your minds to stop you from your task. But resolve allows you to push through.
I
You still just gonna
I'm like, yep, let's just kill it with fire.
Kill it with
seems
fire.
to really not appreciate that, so
Yeah, set it on fire.
yep, just keep a
Alright,
good thing going.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Firebolt again and be like, alright, I'm gonna get you, heart. You don't scare me.
So, through the use of your tools, including oil, matchsticks, and magic, you can create a small bonfire in this black metallic box of cursed magic, immolating the heart as you watch it pop and sizzle like meat in a frying pan. It's slowly charring and falling away from its structures, leaving nothing but ash in the box. This eerie pop and splatter as if oil had shot from somewhere. You can almost feel the darkness released.
Oh, that's good
We
though.
just ate bacon earlier in this universe, Chris. Like, why would you be like, it's pops and splatters, like bacon in a frying pan? What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you?
I'm ready for potatoes again.
Right? We are all set with bacon now.
Guys. I don't like this world anymore. Please, let's go
Yeah,
back.
let's go back. Potatoes are safe.
And with that, Isabeau, Eva, and oh god damn it, names Sheila,
Sheila.
Shula.
Sheila, we're going back.
It's all good.
You feel your
Sheila.
minds drift back to across the plains to your regular selves. Once again, brutally greeted by a hangover.
Y'all, we need to lay off the sauce.
I literally just burst into tears and I'm like, I'm never drinking again. What have you done to me?
No, next time we just drink something different.
Yeah. Water. Next time we drink water. They're never going to believe us about the bacon, you know.
No, I don't even think. No.
Bo and D.
Yep.
No, Bo and D, you find yourself back in a room. Your three friends, kind of confused at what has transpired, as if they were in a haze all day. Once again, leaving you to explain the misadventures and the horrors faced. And that concludes the one shot.
Yay!
Oh my
That was a lot of fun.
Yay! I love
didn't
how you
die.
linked them together. That was so good.
That was so great. Oh,
And now you are free to read the little lore blob I dropped in our Discord.
I know. Somebody's going to have to read that because I can't read it right now.
Oh, I can
read it if you. Oh, who?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. One of you guys
Go
should
ahead.
read it. Yeah.
You want to?
I mean,
I can. Oh.
You're our guest. Be our guest.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, no, you can.
Guest.
All right.
Be
Let me pull it up.
guest.
All right. Oh, let me see if I can pronounce these names. All right. A doll maker named Harmon Devidan.
Mm-hmm.
Devidan, along with his family, was caught in the fire. The guard started to try to burn the vampire from his hole. Unfortunate collateral damage in the hunt to push the monster from the city's limits. For many months, it has disappeared, having been a plague upon the city, eating the edges of sanity. After all, was not the safety of the community as a whole more important than those of a few individuals? While many, if not all, held that belief, it brought no comfort to Harmon and his family that fateful night. As they were sound asleep and did not wake until the flames were already licking at their feet. Having all hope of escape cut off, they cried for rescue. Though the act was in vain, for they could not be held above the... could not be heard above the...
Yeah, my spelling is garbage.
Flames. No, it's okay. All good. Heard above the roar of the flames consuming their block in Lilymore Borough. When Harmon was finally on death's door, he heard a voice that offered salvation and vengeance. Desperate to escape a fiery death, Harmon made a pact with the dark power, carving runes into his skin as dark patterns formed in his mind, blood flowing from the charred skin. He finally succumbed to the wrathful flames, but not before cutting out his own heart and storing it inside a lockbox. Raising the next day, it was clear undead had claimed the once kind Hartman, replacing compassion with anger, and love with the need to reclaim what was lost. Returning to his workshop, new arcane knowledge in hand, began making new dolls. For he would need extra hands for the events to come. The actions of that night brought peace and safety for a time, allowing normalcy to return throughout the streets and smiles to return to the weary faces. Though it was not overly long before odd marks began appearing on livestock. It was chalked up to, how do I say that name?
Sturgis.
Sturgis, thank you. Sturgis or similar beasts which could easily be dealt with. For even a vampire could not have endured that roaring fire and righteous blade of that night. So long as the livestock fared well and no one was disappearing, all was well. However, Harmon, after weeks of crafting his horrifying dolls, discovered he needed more than just his craftsman's skills and arcane sigils to bring life into them. He would need hearts and or souls of others to truly make them complete. His mind beyond twisted, the perfect plan of acquisition came. So once again, the disappearance of the residents en masse. At first, the town took solace in the fact that those that disappeared would return, even if it was a little worse for wear and missing a little time. This time, though, the bodies of the missing were scattered across the city to be found, usually with parts flailed to the bone and their hearts missing. The fearful residents never considered the return of a vengeful soul and as a possible cause of their plight. So now as the residents scurry to their homes as the sun sets, haunted by the humanoid shapes hovering just edge of the vision to spread rumors of the vampire's vengeful return, none wiser to the true threat. Now the city of Estervale, the night has become a time for dread and fear.
Done.
Wow.
And that was
Done.
the
And
That was epic.
spooky.
yeah, that was the idea for the story, and misspellings include because I am horrible at spelling. Thank you for reading, Megan.
Not a problem.
Okay,
It wasn't that bad.
I hope everyone enjoyed that little creation on my mind.
That was great. Thank you so
That
much
was
for
wonderful.
jumping in at
Anytime.
such a last minute and for hanging out with us tonight. This was great.
I do have to shout out Relic, Brianna Jean, and the lovely Dave for talking me down a few times as I was stressing myself off trying to get this perfect and have every little detail planned. So, special thanks to them and my wife for putting up with my insanity.
Well, thank you
Too hard
guys
on yourself, Chris.
for coming to hang out with us tonight. I have dropped
Thank you so much.
their link tree again in chat, so if you guys liked what you saw and heard, feel free to give them a listen. They do a podcast. When do you guys release your podcasts? I know you guys are taking a little break
new
right
episode
now.
Every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
New episodes released every other Wednesday. Episode 22, I believe, drops November 4th.
There you go.
That
You got
sounds
some
about
time to
right.
catch up,
Not
people.
this week.
Yeah, we have a total of 3 or 4 episodes left in the season. So I think if we have to cut one in half because of how long it was. So we're ramping up towards the end of season 1. As my 2 players can say without spoilers, they were some pretty intense episodes, emotionally speaking. So
Yeah.
it's a good time to catch up, or you can just wait till everything's released and just binge it all at once, because who doesn't love binging some 60 hours worth of content?
Hey, I have definitely been known to do that
Yeah.
before, so excellent. Anybody have any closing thoughts?
I just want to say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I keep
Oh,
interrupting.
I'm sorry. No, I keep interrupting you. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Luna, for having us on here. I'm very excited to the fact that we're like on the 2nd episode of Shared Experience. Like, thank you so much for having us on here as guests. It means a lot.
Yay!
Yeah,
Happy to
you
have
do a
you
lot of good
guys.
work.
I want to say, I need to second that. It was very nice of you to allow, the DM, the second show of your brand new channel, which is amazing, and there's a great community. It's a lot of respect to put into my hands, and I really appreciate it. I was honestly hoping I could do justice to the show and the community you've been building with this one shot, and hopefully, even it might have been a little bit darker than everyone is used to because of this special season, it was in line with everything you're hoping to build.
I think it was great.
Absolutely. It was wonderful, and it melded so well, with kind of where we left off in our show, and just makes sense because we were drinking to have it all just kind of merge. And I liked the parallel dimensions of it, and yeah, you guys are awesome, and I'm so glad to have gotten to play with you guys. And please, everybody, go check out Discount Dungeons. Not only are they very talented role players, but they are really, really good people.
Yes.
So just
definitely.
go check
Killing
them
me.
out.
And
I can't do the heart. My fingers are too destroyed.
Oh.
give them a follow on Twitter and all that good stuff. So, Katie's going to get PJ because Northwind Zeal was promised an appearance from PJ.
Okay. I got him.
Oh,
Hi, boy.
look at that beautiful Shiva.
Isn't he gorgeous? I love PJ. I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure I
goodness.
only follow Katie. Well, not only, but I primarily follow Katie for pictures of PJ on social media.
It's like
Freudian slip there, eh?
Yeah. I mean, most of the time you get cats on our stream, so today you get a pupper. There you go.
Aw,
So cute.
He's such a good boy.
so precious.
There you
All
go.
right. Well, let's wrap it up. We're gonna send the love on over to some friends of ours at the Role Players. They just went live about a half an hour ago. We're gonna drop them a
Nice.
raid.
Nice.
They are playing Numenera tonight. So, yeah. So we'll go over there and say hello. And if you're on the West Coast, you can, stay for a while probably because they're just getting going. So. Outside of that, you can catch us again Sunday night. We have another episode of what the heck is that show that we do on Sunday nights? Tales from the Tavern.
The tavern.
And-
Your show that's awesome.
That show that we do with the thing and the stuff. And this week we have another giveaway because Caitlin has generously put up one of their brand new dice vaults for a giveaway. So come back and join us. Discount Dungeons, you are more than welcome to enter again. So
Yeah, we can try getting another thing.
I know. So join us again on Sunday night at 8 o'clock, and we will see you all then. And don't forget to set your clocks back Saturday night if you're in daylight savings time.
Oh, geez, is that Saturday?
That is.
Yep.
So
No.
everybody,
Ooh.
Baby.
I don't really need an extra hour of this year, so we can just skip that.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, have
it for
a
next
great
year.
night, everybody, and we will see you all then.
Bye.
Bye. Do that dance, Manda.
I hope this isn't on stream.
It's
Okay,
not.
good. It went over. Oh man.
Thank you so much for having